watching FanDuel Sports Network, the home of the Clippers, Kings, and Angels.
It's gone! Mike Trout adds another home run. Mike Trout sending one out to right center. Back for Taylor near the wall. And it's gone! A home run! And he's 4 away from 400.
This is way back there. Wow. Mike Trout joins the 1,000 RBI club in style.
That ball was smashed by Trout.
To our Angels Live pregame, brought to you by Spectrum and right here on FanDuel Sports Network. As the Texas Rangers are in town, the Texas Rangers that take on your Angels. Let's just mess them up, get them upset, right? On the other side. Yes, that's exactly how you get to them. Lots to get to here on our Angels Live pregame. Mike Trout reaches 1,000 RBIs in his career. Truly remarkable and closing in on 400. But the Rangers have won 6 in a row. They just finished an 8-1 homestand. Corey Seager's been a machine, and they got Jacob deGrom on the bump. Jack Kochanowicz has made his return. He is back, and he's taking the ball. For your Angels, it's a big start. Halos just split a series with the Mariners, still in the thick of things. It's trade deadline week, and great to have you here with us. It is Angels Hall of Famer Garrett Anderson and Mark Gubaza.
G back in the house. G,
it's been a minute.
Yes.
What's up? We're going to spell your name right. That is for sure. What are you excited about this particular game tonight with deGrom, Rangers series, trade deadline week? There's a lot going on.
Well, yeah, anytime you see a pitcher like deGrom on the mound, it always gets my attention. You know, it kind of perks up my, my hitting instincts. But he's such a good pitcher, and he's been doing it really, really well this season. And I look forward to always seeing guys who have that kind of stuff pitch.
I mean, it's a fun series, too, the way Texas has been playing of late, too. 11-2, last 13. They're scoring runs. They're pitching extremely well, and they have a guy on the mound who doesn't give up a whole lot of runs. But I'm looking forward to Jack Kochanowicz going out there and dealing and finding a way to get Corey Seager out. I mean, he's had unbelievable numbers, hitting over 600 against the Halos this season, so hopefully we'll find a way to get him hit the ball on the ground at somebody in the infield.
Yeah, well, yesterday it was a big day for Mike Trout. Unfortunately, didn't get to see it. Oh, wait, was it? Oh, it was on. It was too soon.
Excuse me, did you say something?
Apparently, I'm not going to be getting any offers.
I couldn't find it either.
Any offers to work for that network anytime soon. Garrett, Mike Trout reaches 1,000 ribbies. So you have the Angels record, 1292. Then there's Tim Salmon, and now there's Mike Trout. It's a big number, isn't it? Now, what does it mean to him and you?
It's a big number, and yes, it shows consistency. And, that part of the lineup and driving in runs. Driving in runs is an art, and if you get 1,000 RBIs, all you got to do is go 200 or 300 up, and you start looking at Hall of Fame players. So it's a special thing to get into that 1,000 RBIs.
Gia, you said it best. It is an art to drive in and run. So often now it's kind of devalued, the RBI, but you score runs when somebody drives you in. That's how you win games. And Mike Trout, their third all-time for this franchise. GA at the top and Tim Salmon just ahead of Mike Trout. But RBIs are so huge. We used to talk about Albert Pujols all the time. He was the best I've ever seen. Over 2,000 of them. Also, all it is sometimes is that ground ball to second base with the infield back. It scores a run. And if you score one more than your opponent, Patio, what do?
You win a game. So right now, just a skosh over 300 players in the history of the game have 1,000 or more RBIs, and we got one of them next to us right here. By the way, did you get the baseball? Do you remember when you did it? It might have been a minute ago.
Well, the only time that was anything significant is when I broke the record for RBIs with the Angels. So that's the only thing significant. But as far as that, it was just RBIs the rest of my career. And the number when I saw it today, 1292, I didn't even know it because my career didn't end here. So yeah. I know that other number. It doesn't matter here. But yeah, it's definitely a great accomplishment.
Yeah, 1292. That's a big number. What a remarkable career you had, GA. Let's bring in Erica Weston, who is with us right now. And Erica, what do you think it meant? Of course, we know it means a lot to Mike and his family, but to his teammates.
Yeah, it was really cool for all of them to be able to witness that. But you just think about the context of just how difficult it is to reach that milestone, Patio. You're absolutely right. In the context of all of it, just around 300 players in all of Major League Baseball have ever crossed that threshold, getting 1,000 RBI. So that's just about 1.2% of all players in Major League Baseball. Now there's 9 active players right now that have 1,000 RBI or more. Mike was the latest. Of course, it was via the home run against the Seattle Mariners. It's Bryce Harper that's just ahead of him. But it was really cool after the game in the clubhouse yesterday. Kenley Jansen, who's closing in on some big milestones himself, spoke about that big milestone, as did Mike Trout before today's game.
Oh, it means a lot. You know, there's been a lot of great players come through this organization. I think it's Garrett and Salmon are up there, so to be in a conversation with them, it's pretty cool.
What did it mean to you to have Kenley speak in there? He felt it was important after the game to talk about it. What did that mean to you?
No, we're a tight group, and you know, Kenley was said some kind words. You know, he's 465. That's up there too. But, you know, we got a great group of guys in there. We're pulling for each other. And, you know, when guys do some cool things, we celebrate it.
I mean, I think that's special. I mean, 1,000, just think about it. I mean, how many people play 10 years in the big leagues? You know, our average, I think, is like 4-point-something or 3-point-something that average ball player plays. So, you know, to get, you know, basically that's 100 RBIs for 10 years. That's just Hall of Fame status. So I think, you know, that was unbelievable. And we had to be his teammate, and it was special to share that with him yesterday.
For the people that don't know, you guys are very close to one another physically in the locker room, as you mentioned. But what is something about Mike Trout that you've learned that maybe people don't know with these milestones?
With the milestones, you know, I mean, just honestly, just how humble he is about it. You know, he just goes about it like it's just nothing, you know, and I just think it's pretty cool. It just shows, you know, the person he is, just how humble he is, how, you know, just a great guy he is. And, you know, I mean, you would honestly never really know. You know, it's just an incredible person. I'm just very thankful.
What do you think it means for the rest of the guys to watch a cool milestone like that?
Yeah, I think it's cool. It's one of those things, too, as you get a little older. You tend to look back on those things with a little bit more reverence later than maybe in the moment. But I think these guys, having been around Mike for as long as they've been around, can appreciate it on a daily basis, too.
So Mike closing in on obviously career home run number 400. He's currently homering in just about every 15 at-bats. So who knows? We might see that on this homestand at the Big A, but hopefully when he does get that, it's here at home, Patio.
I should say welcome back, Erica. No less than 14 people in the Angels organization gave Erica grief for not being here yesterday.
You too, Patio.
Me, nobody care. All right, Erica, have a great game. We appreciate you. Gee, let me start with you on Trout. A little switch, right? Moved him back to the 2-hole. Shonowell down to 3. His last 15 games, Mike Trout's putting up some pretty big numbers, but do you think that little shift is significant for him?
I do. I mean, sometimes players just are more comfortable in, you know, certain parts of the lineup, and he's hit second primarily most of his career. So I'm sure there is some comfort zone. I never got a chance to get that comfort zone. I was all over the place. But yeah, he's a fixture at the top of this lineup.
I mean, and what he's doing, he's been really quick. That swing yesterday was extremely quick on that. It was 111 miles per hour off the bat. It went 443 feet to dead center field. And I'm seeing some quicker swings from Trout here of late. He's getting a little bit better, even though he said it's still that knee bothers him a little bit. You're seeing some quick hands right there. Quick and directed to baseball like that, GA. That's why he's got that power.
And that's why he's always been consistent more in his career. It's because he does have a short swing. So, you know, anytime you see, you know, him dip a little bit, it's just because he's swinging at poor pitches. So when the balls are, you know, when the balls are over the plate, his strength is right center, and that's where, you know, he hits most of his home runs.
Amazing against Logan Gilbert. He's an outstanding arm. And he had a long at bat against him up Seattle a few years ago. 9-pitch at bat. All fastballs took him deep. Yesterday, the same thing. You challenged him once again with that fastball. And look how quick and direct he was at that one. Hit that far. It's pretty impressive for Trouty. 55th career home run against Seattle, which is incredible.
Yeah, do you think DHing that is incredible? Of course, he owns pretty much every record versus them. But for Trout to be primarily DHing, he might not play outfield at all the rest of the season. Remains to be seen. Has that been an adjustment for him?
For sure, everyday players, and switching to that, it is an adjustment. But the reason why he's there probably make it a little easier to deal with the fact that he is, you know, doesn't really have his legs up under him. So it might be a little easier for him to think about doing it as opposed to, you know, chomping at the bit to be in the outfield.
considering he's swinging the bat well, that's good to see. He's figuring it out. He is pretty darn good at baseball. And to get that split was huge, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, especially Seattle. I mean, they had all the momentum, really. When you think about it, Josh Naylor, getting picked up in that trade, and you know how much damage he's done against the Angels. But Kyle Hendrick was unbelievable. He was the professor yesterday. I was even talking a little earlier today. We were both smiling, like 85, 86-mile-an-hour fastballs, and they're missing it by a lot, taking those pitches. And you can see their faces. They're like, how did I miss it? How did I take that? But then he throws those changeups in there, and he's such a difference maker.
4 runs in that 5th inning. Of course, you have to put pressure on the opposing team. You have to play good defense, but you have to take advantage of your opportunities, and this is one of those. What you think of that swing?
This is the big leagues, man. You leave a ball out over the plate to a great hitter, he's probably going to do that at a high percentage of time, and he's proven over his career that he can handle that pitch out over the plate. So not a surprise to me. I wish I would have saw it, but that's another story.
Let's go to the bullpen here, because it sets up Gooby perfectly when you could go to Detmers, who's been outstanding, Burke, and then Kenley, as Trout pointed out, with 4-6.
Detmers' slider is back to being electric again. Brock Burke, he takes the ball all the time, and he's been really, really good. And Kenley Jansen, he just went right through that heart of that lineup with 10 pitches. I mean, he was that good. That last one was 96 miles an hour. He's been throwing his sinker on occasion, his slider. We know how good that cutter is, but he has been really, really good.
Right now, the Rangers have tied the Mariners for that 3rd wild card spot. They're playing that well. The Angels 5 back, 4 games under 500 with the trade deadline this week. There's some tension. There's some tension around here a little bit, because it's big. You never know what's going to happen. That's a lot of ground to make up for the Halos. I wonder what they'll do.
Yeah, that was part of that tension the first 5 years of my career, so I know what that tension feels like. It's not fun, but you have a job to do and come out and do your job that night. But, yeah, there's just some teams you have to overjump in the wild card, which can be a little bit more problematic as opposed to, the trying to get the division. But, hopefully they'll keep playing.
Were teams trying to pry you away from the Angels with some sort of, is that?
Yes, no, I heard stories late after I was done playing about trades that could have happened, and they just didn't. And, I was very thankful. I'm happy and able to get a World Series here.
Yes. I mean, those trade rumors, that's the one thing. I mean, sometimes you forget. Baseball players are human beings. You have families, and you're comfortable in an environment, but all of a sudden you see your name out there. John Chiros, the Hall of Fame general manager, told me one time, when you hear your name being mentioned, that means you're not being moved. It's when you don't hear your name being mentioned, that's when you're moved.
I just have to say, from my standpoint, it's uncomfortable, because you get to know all of these people, and you care a lot about them. So I just want it to be over with, and I just hope everybody is happy in the long run. I want the Angels to win ball games first and foremost. We'll take a break. We'll talk about the Texas Rangers, because they're coming in red hot, and they feel like they could do no wrong, and they have one of the best pitchers in the game, like in the entire game, on the bump in Jacob deGrom. It's going to be tough, but you don't play the game on paper. You play it on the field. Stay with us.
There's a shot. 3-home run day for Aaron Judge.
Bronx Bombers are back.
Judge cranks one. Incredible. The show rolls on for Aaron Judge.
This is a generational player. He's a special, special talent. He's going to go down as the greatest Yankee of all time.
Did he do it? Oh, my goodness. What a play. An absolute beast unleashed. You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss. Yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing and never miss it back. Enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance.
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Back with our Angels live pre here on FanDuel Sports Network, and brought to you by Spectrum, a connection built for everywhere. That's life unlimited. That's Spectrum. That's the Silent C. Jack Kochanowicz back, 1 start, AAA, figure things out. Was supposed to maybe be a little bit longer, but necessity He needs to make this start. The Angels had a couple of bullpen games, and he has been recalled. Jose Fermin has been optioned. Gooby, when you first got called up, you didn't make another trip back down to the minors, did you? For Kochanowicz, well, and any pitcher, it happened with Detmers as well.
And you remember, he only was down there for one start also, and he came back up.
That's right. So it's a type of a wake-up call. What do you think he learned, and how's he going to do today?
I think it comes down to what you do. You do some soul searching and think, oh, how can I be as good as I was the year before? And my go-tos here for him today is he has solid depth on his breaking balls. He's had some punch-outs with that, but I say run that arm side fastballs up and down in the strike zone, up and down inside, too, to make the hitters uncomfortable, because the lefties have been looking out over the plate against that sinker and having some good swings. You got to make hitters feel like, wow, is he going to throw the ball up and in on him? But I think this is kind of a good wake-up call for him. Just remind himself his stuff is good. Remember, he had all those quality starts last year. He could be that guy. Once again, you're going to have to be really good when you're facing this lineup and that guy on the bump out there, Jacob deGrom.
I mean, yeah, it's good. His stuff is really good. And one thing I think he's probably going to have to understand as well is he's developing at this level. And it's hard to do. I mean, you know, they need his arm up here. And I mean, I think he has really good stuff, but he just falls into some patterns. And he just misses big out over the plate. So if he can start finding more, you know, some more corners and changing speeds, he'll definitely have some more success.
Well, it's going to be a challenge for sure. But any opportunity for any big league starter to get an opportunity in the bump, I mean, you're looking forward to it. And so hopefully we get the best from Kochanowicz. And Garrett, the Rangers are playing like the team that won the World Series. Like right now, they are the hottest team in baseball. Their lineup is very, very stacked. Boshi's got them playing well. You got Brett Boone kind of running the show offensively. What have you seen from them?
I mean, they're doing everything right. You know, they're scoring more runs than they're giving up. But, you know, hopefully for their timing purposes, you know, hitting his cycles, hopefully we're catching them on the low part of their cycle, because they've been hot for a long time. You can't stay hot that long, so hopefully we're catching them on a time where they start on the decline.
It's still, when you look at it as a team slugging percentage, they're under 380 slugging as a team, so you feel like there is some outs in the lineup on occasion. But, I mean, right now they're feasting it. Marcus Semien swinging the bat well. We know how Corey Seager, even Josh Young's back swinging the bat for him, too. So they got a deeper lineup than we saw just a few weeks ago they were here. But I think the reason why they're winning games still, it's coming down to the fact is their pitching. Their starting pitching has been unreal this whole season.
When you took the ball, Gooby, and you were facing a team that had like an 8-game winning streak, did that affect you at all?
I always played games with my mind. I'm thinking, well, they're due to lose. So why not lose against, you know, our team and me that night? So that's what Kochanowicz has got to be thinking. Yeah, they're playing really well right now, but they're due to have one of those games where some of those baseballs, they might hit hard, but they're going to be at somebody, and you got to feel that they're going to find a way to lose tonight.
Garrett, if you were facing, I don't know, let's say Randy Johnson or one of the top, this is who Jacob deGrom is. So what approach did you take when you're facing one of the game's all-time greats?
Well, Randy was self-preservation early on. I mean, just tell you. But now, guys like this, you just don't get big. You know, they got great stuff. You just go up there and you try to make them throw strikes. He does throw a lot of strikes, but don't try to do too much with the ball, because his stuff is too good to get big at the plate and try to hit home runs. So this kind of pitcher right here, if you're up there trying to hit home runs, it's going to be a quick night.
Yeah, I mean, last time out they had a pretty good approach. They did work a couple walks again, 5 hits. They scored 3 runs, including a home run by Travis d'Arnaud on his former battery mate.
That's right.
He has given up some home runs. Overall, not a lot of success versus fastball, but he has given up 9. So you know this, GA. If you're in that spot, if he makes one mistake with that fastball, you got to make sure you're on it. If you miss it, good luck.
The bat be over very quick.
Yes.
You made the example, don't get too big. I have a feeling I know what you mean, but could you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, just shorten your swing up. I mean, he's going to provide all the power. And, you know, Evans and I used to talk about that all the time. With guys that threw hard, we took shorter swings and let the ball travel, and the ball goes just as far. So, and you get to see the ball longer. So just make sure you swing like it's almost like a two-strike approach to hold it back.
All right, makes sense. And it worked last time. The Angels won that game, and they got 3 off of deGrom. That was your first time seeing him live.
Yes.
You were excited. Not so much now. Now you just want to find a way to beat this guy.
Still, because I think it's such a challenge for a hitter going against a guy like that. I mean, it's got to be fun. I know it's going to be a tough at bat, but you're facing a guy that, you know, borderline Hall of Famer. So if you have those good at bats against, especially some of the younger guys, can you imagine going home and telling your buddies, I got to knock or hit a home run against a future Hall of Famer? That's what you got to think of.
All right, Gooby, it's so much fun hanging out with both you guys, talking baseball. We'll let you go, get ready for the game.
Let's go tonight.
Let's go. Let's get
biggest game of the year.
It is, bro. 100%. I didn't get a chance to ask you, but I had a feeling. Appreciate Mark Gubicza hanging out with us. He's on the call with Wayne Randazzo and Erica Weston. We'll step aside, come back. What is she?
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Nissan. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Talent-wise, with the Correas and the Royce Lewises and the Buxtons firing at the height of their power, they're probably the most talented team.
Royce Lewis puts his team on top.
Postseason monster, we all know that.
Grand slam, Carlos Correa.
With Byron Buxton, it's the tools, the speed, the power.
He knows one speed, and that's to go get it.
I think that we're a great team. I think we know we're a great team.
The Twins have the most talent in that division.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Good morning. Love spending our day with you.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Let your swing get you back to 50-50.
Interviews with the players.
Games! This is game-changing, people.
If I ever get the chance to do this, I'm never saying no.
And a little bit.
It's a scam. No one's that happy.
This is a look.
Of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
Tonight to all who celebrate.
I'll tell you, the fans are excited about that. I mean, everyone loves the way he plays the game of baseball.
Popped up. Oh, it gets over the head of Newman. Unbelievable. Maybe a play at third to shovel. Oh, goodness, what a play by Zach Neto.
That's incredible.
Heads up play. Oh, yeah. It gets past. Neto walks it off. Angels win on his bobblehead night. Have you ever seen it?
Well, his bobblehead night had a glove. I think it's time to give it back. Go Halos, let's go!
It was truly a special night as Zach Neto takes the field as the Angels get set to take on the Texas Rangers and continue this 13-game homestand. It's a huge game, and Zach Neto is ready. Flashing back to Friday. Gee, this defensive play in the 10th. 2 on, nobody out. What do you make of it? How heads up?
It's just a heads-up play, and you know what? The game's in front of him. He's on the middle of the field, and this is a high baseball IQ. He knew exactly what he was going to do when he got the ball, and fortunately, the pitcher did the right thing and covered first base. So it was good on both parts, on the pitcher and Neto.
The pitcher to get to third?
Yes, that is a heads-up play. I mean, there's no other way to explain it. They don't practice that.
No, they don't, but it just worked out. There was some synergy, and then, of course, on his bobble night, you know it had to happen.
Of course, it could be a cliche, but you do see a lot of guys do great things on their bobblehead night, and that ball was hit just hard enough to get the winning run.
Do you believe that there is a magic in baseball and special things happen at interesting times like this?
No, for sure at times, but it's also players like him who want to be in those situations and make those things happen. But yes, baseball does a way of giving us some little nuggets like that.
I love what you just said. You're exactly right. It's because of players like that. And Zach Neto, number 9, is a great Angel, and that was a night to remember. We got some lineups coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pregame. Postgame. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
I think the sneaky team to watch is the Giants.
It's going to be fun to watch this staff. That is the best ballpark in the world to pitch in San Francisco.
A lot of experience up top.
I like where this team's headed.
High drive! It is out of here! doesn't get any better than this.
Logan Webb might be the most underappreciated quality starting pitcher in all of baseball.
If this Giants team is going to make noise, it's going to be because of their starting rotation.
Yeah. For me, it's really important for us to establish an identity.
You're going to be talking about the Giants in September again.
Some moments are too big to miss.
4 swings, 4 homers. Kyle Tucker, you are the man. It's gone! This place is going wild.
MLB Tonight brings you closer to the biggest plays from around the league as they happen.
What a play! Oh, my goodness!
Plus, highlights and reactions from the moments that matter most.
You know, good to get that win today, but got to keep going.
MLB Tonight, only on MLB Network.
Brought to you by Spectrum, a connection built for everywhere. That's life unlimited. That's Spectrum. And that's the 1,000 RBI kid, Mike Trout. That was a win for the Halos yesterday to split the series with the Mariners, and that means French fries. When the Angels win, you win free McDonald's fries, free medium fries tomorrow after a W tonight with any $2 purchase only on the app at participating McDonald's. All those kids always enjoying the sweet taste of success. Angels lineup still, it was a late lineup here tonight, to see if Yo-Yo Yoan Moncada could be ready. He's got that hand. He is not. Kevin Newman is in the lineup. Gustavo Capero is in right. Your thoughts?
Well, I like what, Taylor Ward year he's having. I mean, he's almost there in career home runs, and silently, he's up in amongst the leaders in the American League in RBIs. So he's going on doing his job every day, and, I'm happy for his success.
Yep. All right. So final thought from you as we get set for this game to start a series against the Rangers, division rival, a team that's red hot. What's going to take tonight?
Just starting pitching. That's where it starts in every baseball game, is who starts the game and who can keep the other team down the longest.
All right, well, so it's Kochanowicz going against deGrom. Looking forward to this one. Garrett, we'll see you for postgame. Great job.
Yep.
All right, coming up next, Wayne Randazzo, Mark Gubas, Erica Weston getting you ready for Angels baseball. We'll see you for post. Let's go, Angels.
That starting rotation, it doesn't get better than that.
Dominating night from Logan Gilbert.
Trying to be out there and take the ball as much as I can.
Swing and a miss against Luis Castillo.
It's wipeout stuff.
He's a legit ace.
Talk about depth the Mariners really have.
What a masterpiece from George Kirby.
Just trying to go out there and give my team the best chance to win.
Julio Rodriguez is an absolute superstar out there in center field.
Go by zone Julio.
Once I go, I just want to have everything ready.
The guy's dangerous.
Julio!
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan, and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Premier talent.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns every game night. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show, weekdays on MLB Network.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Good morning. Love spending our day with you.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Let your swing get you back to 50-50.
Interviews with the players.
Ball games. This is game-changing, people.
If I ever get the chance to do this, I'm never saying no.
And a little bit.
It's a scam. No one's that happy.
This is a look of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
Protect your home the way I do. Learn more at ring.com.
You're watching FanDuel Sports Network, the home of the Clippers, Kings, and Angels.
This nice long stretch in Southern California continues here tonight. A game brought to you by Lexus, the first of a three-game series at Angel Stadium between the Los Angeles Angels and the red-hot Texas Rangers. Alongside Mark Gubicza, I'm Wayne Randazzo. Gubi, the Angels able to lock down a win yesterday to even up their four-game series against the Mariners. Thanks to Mike Trout, he had his 397th career home run, which put over 1,000 RBIs.
Yeah, Wayne, one of those games where you had to win, and Kyle Henderson was great, but Mike Trout, the leader of this club, it has been for some time, came through with a big two-run blast. 397th of his career score, driving in his 1,000th and 1,001st career RBIs for Trout. He's dead center, 111 off the bat. He benches swing for Mike Trout, going 443 feet for Trouty, and the Halos able to win that one 4-1 against Seattle yesterday.
Now 3 home runs away from 400 now. Trout is third all time in Angels RBIs, not too far behind Tim Salmon. And eventually he'll track down Garrett Anderson as well for the most in team history.
And even talking to GA today, again, the same thing, how important that RBI is and how big that is when you get that 1,000th in your career. Even Kenley Jansen, same thing. Every time you go to those milestones like this, it's pretty impressive considering how few people have done that in their careers.
It'll certainly be a tough test for Trout and the Angels tonight. The Rangers are playing extremely well. They've won 6 in a row, and Jacob deGrom is on the mound.
Yeah, they're hitting the ball much, much better of late, but their pitching has still been outstanding. An ERA just barely over 2. They're averaging 5.5 runs a game during the stretch of 13 games. Their run differential, a plus 41. But last time out against Jacob deGrom, you're talking about a guy that may indeed be in the Hall of Fame. We just saw that Hall of Fame weekend. The Angels did a pretty good job of getting some pitches in the zone and doing some damage. Not a lot of damage, but enough to be able to win that game. He went 5 innings, gave up 3 earned runs, with something he doesn't do a whole lot when you think about only game in the last 17 starts doing that, 5 punch-outs. So you got to be ready in position to do some damage when he makes one of those few mistakes with his fastball. He's given up 9 home runs versus fastball this year.
We'll see if the Angels can knock deGrom around a little bit today. Certainly would help Jack Kochanowicz, who's back up in the majors.
Wayne, just go out there and pitch like you can. You know, last season he was an automatic guy. He was out there 6+ innings every time. Quality start. He's been struggling this season. Back up there after 1 start there at AAA. But his stuff plays if he keeps that ball down. But also make this Ranger lineup uncomfortable in the batter's box throughout, and then use that power sinker.
It was the Rangers who beat up Kochanowicz the last time he pitched a big league game. Got him sent down to AAA. Maybe he'll bounce back here tonight against the Rangers as the Angels look to slow down Texas.
There's an easier way. From little fixes to big projects, taking care of your home is easy with Thumbtack. Download the Thumbtack app and start caring for your home today.
This guy is the entire package.
Struck him out! My goodness!
He has a weapon for every hitter.
Good luck, 99.
And what I like most about him, he pitches with an attitude.
They're still on their feet for Postgame.
Everyone wants to watch this guy.
Must-see TV for me.
6'7", top 5 exit velo, #1 arm in the sport.
There's a cruise missile. More fireworks.
He can go out there to center field, relax, and I think this is a 30-30 guy this season.
Turn on baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning. Experience live baseball in a whole new way with up to 4 games on a single screen.
He is on fire.
MLB Big Inning, every game night on MLB.tv.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Mike Trout sending one out to right center. Back for Taylor near the wall. And it's gone. A home run. And he's 4 away from 400.
This is way back there. Wow. Mike Trout joins the 1,000 RBI club in style.
That ball was smashed by Trout.
Now, just yesterday, Mike Trout surpassing 1,000 career RBIs as Trout hit his 397th home run against the Mariners, helping the Angels to a 4-1 win. Made it a series split against Seattle. Now the Angels will try to slow down a Rangers team that has won 11 of its last 13, 6 consecutive games. Texas has catapulted itself into the wild card mix in the American League, and Jack Kochanowicz, who had a tough time with the Rangers last time we saw him in a major league game, will try to stymie them tonight.
And just talking with everybody in the clubhouse today and even in the dugout, there's something about what they feel that Jack Kochanowicz coming back here right here today is going to be a dominant force, what we saw last year with all those quality starts against a very good Texas lineup. Mike, go-tos though, solid depth on the breaking balls, 9 punch-outs between his sweeper and slider, but run that arm side fastballs up and down in the strike zone. Don't just have that one pattern where you're lower part of the strike zone, up and down, and make sure the hitters are uncomfortable in the batter's box throughout.
Here's a lineup for Texas with Josh Smith, their leadoff batter. He's playing first base now. Jake Berger got injured, and he's been on the IL here of late. Corey Seager batting second. He's worn out the Angels this year, and really ever since becoming a Ranger. Marcus Semien bats third. Adolis Garcia, Jock Peterson, who the Angels did not see before, is DHing. Josh Young is back in the major leagues too for Texas, playing third base tonight. So here we are at Angel Stadium tonight with Jack Kochanowicz back on the big league mound. Only had one outing in AAA. His first pitch is a little bit outside for ball one as we get things started here tonight at the Big A. The Angels still in that position where they need to stack wins. Trade deadline is just a few days away now. The Rangers have done that. You know, they've gone on this spurt, this surge that the Angels need right now. The Rangers have done that for the last couple of weeks, really the last month.
Yeah, the mindset here for the Halos is playing the best game they could play today. Worry about tomorrow, but you got to find a way to win this one.
Swing and a miss by Smith. Kochanowicz didn't throw any four-seam fastballs in his one minor league start, but he just threw one there to get a swing and miss from Smith.
I mean, you think about it, Reed Devers a couple years ago was sent down this one start, came back up, but he threw the ball great. Hopefully it's same results for Kochanowicz.
There's a bouncer toward the middle. It's Renifo ranging, off balance throw, and he gets it there.
Take a look at our Nissan defense with Kochanowicz on the mound. You're going to have some action in the infield first. In the outfield for the Halos, Taylor Ward, Joe Adele, who made that unbelievable play over the wall. Capero over in right field. Third base, Kevin Newman, Zach Neto, Luis Renifo, Sean Noel, and Logan O'Hoppe behind the plate. Combined, though, 8 defensive runs saved between these two up the middle. You're going to get a lot of action between Neto and Renifo. Has been much better at second base.
Ball one to Corey Seager, and Luis Renifo ranging up the middle, the backhand, the off balance throw, doing it effortlessly like a guy who won 9 Gold Gloves in Major League Baseball that we just heard passed away. Ryne Sandberg, the incredible Hall of Fame second baseman for the Chicago Cubs. My favorite player growing up in Chicago as a Cubs fan as a kid. A guy you struck out a couple of times in an all-star game. Oh, it is just gutting.
Absolutely crusher, being on a couple Nike trips with him too, just seeing that personality that he had. Usually everyone thinks of it quiet, but he was so funny. It's devastating news. Devastating news.
It's an incredible loss for the baseball community. It's going to be for the city of Chicago and for the Cubs organization and for the Baseball Hall of Fame. They just added some new members yesterday. 2 balls and a strike on Seager as he takes ball 3, but that one certainly hits hard. Ryne Sandberg passing away at age 65.
So young.
Corey Seager has 27 consecutive games reaching base safely. He's had 7 straight multi-hit games against the Angels, just tied for the all-time record against them. And hits this one sharply, but right at Zach Neto near second base. So Seager makes some hard contact on the ground. A couple of ground ball outs here for Kochanowicz.
Right away, the 2 infielders we were just talking about for defense. You got to be ready to go, especially with Kochanowicz on the mound, and find a way to get an out against Corey Seager, which hasn't been the case. Anybody's been getting him out. You mentioned a 27-game on-base streak. He has 17 extra base hits during that stretch, including 8 home runs.
So Marcus Semien is the batter now with 2 outs. Strike on the outside corner. Interesting day for Semien the other day. He got hit in the head by a pitch against Atlanta's Grant Taylor, and then he came back later and had the walk-off hit in that game.
That's tells you a lot about Marcus Semien. The guy plays every day, every inning of every day, and to get hit like that and then come right back and get the game-winning walk-off hit, that's amazing.
Helping Texas put together this 6-game winning streak. If they win today, they'll have a new high watermark for the year. There's 6 games above 500 right now. 1 ball, 1 strike on Marcus Semien. As Kochanowicz misses downstairs, and Bruce Bochy, as you'd expect, success has followed him throughout his managerial career. He's won 4 World Series, including the Rangers' first ever championship 2 years ago. And they've kind of snuck up into this wild card pack in the American League. And nobody's really talking about them much, but they're only 4 games out of first, and they're tied with Seattle for the 3rd wild card.
They are a scary team the way they're pitching. They've pitched well all season long, but now their lineup is getting stronger and healthier. That's the thing that's scary about them in the American League.
2-2, and that's ball 3 to Marcus Semien. And the lineup is looking better than it did. They've pitched extraordinarily well this year, especially their starting pitchers. If the bats were able to come around at all, it seemed like the Rangers would figure it out, and they have. They had the 2nd best run differential in the American League this year. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Semien. And they pop foul on a play to the right.
Well, we just saw Seattle in here, who I think is they're a serious threat to make some noise in the postseason. And then now this Ranger club. I mean, we look at the American League. The Tigers have been struggling a little bit, although they're playing better today. There's a lot. It's wide open in the American League.
Certainly is. 3-2 on Semien, and it's ball 4 from Kochanowicz. So a 2-out walk, which we've seen a lot of from various Angels pitchers this year. And Kochanowicz allows Semien to reach in front of Adolis Garcia.
Semien can run and still stealing bases effectively. He's got 10 stolen bases, only be caught once. Jack Kochanowicz is pretty quick to the plate. The Angels have been challenged quite a bit as far as the stolen bases against them. And Texas would already with 99 stolen bases as a team.
So here is Adolis Garcia as he takes ball 1. Garcia with 14 home runs on the year. A far cry from the numbers he has put up over the last few seasons. You know, with the way the Rangers hit for most of the first half, you know, their numbers are probably not going to be able to catch up to their career norms in a lot of these cases. As Garcia swings and misses here, but with Texas playing better over the last month, all that really matters is that the wins have caught up.
Garcia is still always susceptible to that fastball above the strike zone. But if it's down, that's a good swing against Kochanowicz.
Swing and a miss there on a pitch that was up. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's 3 for 6 with a couple home runs.
Kochanowicz faced these Rangers on July 10th. Gave up 8 runs on 8 hits in just 2 2/3 innings. So he goes right back into the fray against the team that ultimately finished him as far as his time in the major leagues before being sent down. Here's a check swing foul. Kochanowicz in that game gave up 2 runs in the first, and then 6 were charged to him in the 3rd inning.
Dropped a changeup on him. Fooled Garcia because he was looking for a fastball upstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Garcia. Another high fastball. This one though fouled back. Not as much velocity on that one.
He had a much better swing at it too.
Kochanowicz hitting 96 and 97 here in this 1st inning.
This is where you would love to see him throw. That glove side at the knees, down and away fastball would freeze him.
Redirected foul by Garcia. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Quite out as far as you wanted, although I think he was trying to throw that one on the inside part of the plate, left it right out of the middle. Dangerous spot against Garcia. But he does chase. See if he can get him swinging the non-strike here. Not a bad idea just to show Marcus Semien he's paying attention to him. A little bit bigger lead here. Feels like he's thinking about it now.
Swing and a miss. That was a good sinker. That one ran right out of the zone, straight down. Kochanowicz ends the 1st with a strikeout.
Want the effects of Viagra, but faster? Meet Rose Sparks. They contain sildenafil and tadalafil, the active ingredients of Viagra and Cialis. But Sparks dissolve under the tongue. Dissolvables work faster than old-school pills. Plus, tadalafil, the active ingredient in Cialis, stays in your system for long-lasting results. Faster acting and long-lasting? We got you. See if Sparks are right for you at ro.co/sparks.
For the Smith family, weeknights are full of activities. But Jim and Janie forgot about the most important one, dinner. But with Home Chef, dinner's never a plot twist. With all the fresh ingredients you need delivered to your door and flavors the whole family will love. Your easy 4-serving dinners get rave reviews every night of the week. All thanks to Home Chef's family menu. Get 18 free meals when you visit homechef.com.
Simpson Chevy gives us the Angels lineup tonight with Zach Neto leading off. Then Mike Trout batting second after recording his 1,000th career RBI yesterday. He's the DH again tonight. Kochanowicz at first, Taylor Ward in left field. Joe Adell's in center. O'Hoppy's catching. Rengifo at second base. Campero and Newman fill out the lineup against a guy who's got a really interesting Hall of Fame candidacy, I think. Jacob deGrom on the mound for the Ryne.
94, 99. His fastball just riding through the strike zone, even touching 100. But also throw a curveball. His slider is excellent. Occasional changeup, but that's a swing and miss slider. He has 60 punch outs for a slider, 10-2 with a 2.28 and a whip at 0.90. No traffic against him.
Well, whiff was the right word for his last start against the A's. He was incredibly good, as he often is, as Neto fouls one back. He had 28 swings and misses in his last start in a game where he only threw 86 pitches. It was the most whiffs in a game with that few of pitches in the pitch tracking era, which started in 2008. No balls and a strike on Zach Neto starting it off tonight. For what it's worth, the Angels did get to deGrom a little bit in his last start. They scored 3 runs against him, which no team had done since the middle of April.
Yeah, and it was pretty impatient approach, but I think you still have to be aggressive against him, because if you get a fastball, that's might be your best shot.
Ball 1 strike on Neto. Has a breaking ball that he hits foul behind home plate, and it's 1-2.
He just gets that baseball right on that mound. He's on the first base side of the pitching rubber, and he's in attack mode from the first pitch on. Makes it fun as a hitter. You want to be that. You want to face a guy like this.
I think it's fun for the hitters to face.
Yes, I do. I do. I firmly believe that.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Neto.
Just because you can go home and say, listen, I got some good swings against a guy that may indeed end up in the Hall of Fame. So that elevates your game, for me as a hitter, when you're facing a guy like this.
There are some reasons to detract deGrom's Hall of Fame candidacy, but there are also some serious reasons to boost it. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Neto, and a liner that is hit sharply with foul down the line.
My go-tos to have some success against Jacob deGrom. We mentioned last time out they were fairly successful against him. Is his punch that slider the other way. He's going to try to get some swing and miss. He's got to try to punch out, but don't miss any fastballs that are in the zone. 9 home runs allowed, a .368 slugging percentage, which doesn't seem high, but it is high compared to the other pitches.
Jacob deGrom with his changeup strikes out Zach Neto. Throws that right-on-right changeup at times, and he gets the first out of the ball game with his 123rd strikeout of the year in 118 innings. And here's Trout.
This is going to be fun.
These are the 2 leading contenders to be the American League Comeback Player of the Year, without question. All 1 and a hard slider, 92 on the slider that time from deGrom. Geared up to face Trout, no doubt. Trout with his 19th homer yesterday. Now 3 away from 400 in his illustrious career. Facing the 2-time Cy Young winner deGrom. It's a fastball at 97, so deGrom finding some extra juice here, but he's missed with both.
Feels like we're at the OK Corral right here with these 2 on the mound and Trout at the plate.
2 of the best of their era. As deGrom lays a slider in for a strike, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, he gets tremendous spin rate on his slider, well above average spin.
At different points in their careers, these two thought to be the best in the world at what they do. For Mike Trout, for many years, the best player on earth. For Jacob deGrom and his run with the New York Mets, the best pitcher on earth. And they square off here at Angel Stadium tonight. 3 balls and 1 strike on Trout. He was in Trout's zone a little bit up, but he fouled it.
Well, what, that home run he hit yesterday and getting that 1001 career RBIs, and this being the reception he had with his teammates, you could tell even today how special that felt for Trout.
Full count, 3-2. Swing and a miss. deGrom goes to 99 to strike out Trout.
You see that is rise. That's out of his hand and stayed in the exact same plane crossing the plate. I mean, there's no sink, no movement, just straight at you, right out of his hand.
So 2 outs and the base is empty for Nolan Shonowell. A breaking ball lifted foul. deGrom is not the strikeout pitcher that he was, but he still has the best strikeout to walk ratio of all time. 5.4 strikeouts for every walk in his career. Now spanning close to 1,500 career innings. The roller foul. Keep in mind he's 37 now, so even though he doesn't have a lot of miles on the arm necessarily because of injuries and getting to the big leagues later, well, he still is 37. We don't know how many more years deGrom will even pitch. He only has a couple left in his contract.
You go back to that at bat against Trout where he let that one go, 99, and he felt it. I mean, he felt like, okay, I got Trout out here. This is why this is the right person for the Halos to have up here in Shonowell, who makes pretty good contact even against the very best pitcher.
Swing and a miss. Jacob deGrom strikes out the side in the first.
PXG is proud of our nation's heroes, like past and present military, law enforcement, firefighters, EMTs, nurses, and teachers. And it's no secret we give special pricing to all of our hero customers. It's also no secret that times are tough. And in our book, that makes everybody a hero. So now through August 31st, everybody qualifies for special heroes pricing on select clubs. Visit PXG.com now to learn more. PXG, you've never played like this before.
Never clean your gutters again with LeafGuard. LeafGuard's seamless design keeps leaves, pests, and sediment out while directing water away from your home, preventing wood rot and foundation decay, giving you peace of mind that your home and family are protected from water damage with the industry's premier maintenance-free gutter system. Call 844-6LeafGuard right now for 75% off installation plus $200 off your purchase. LeafGuard, get it today. Protected for life.
Well, sad news across baseball today. Ryne Sandberg, who was the Hall of Fame second baseman for the Chicago Cubs in the 1980s and 90s, passing away after a long battle with prostate cancer. He was 65 years old. And just the power of the superstation of WGN really made Ryne Sandberg a household name in the 80s and the 90s. Harry Carey bellowing out Rhino around Wrigley Field, and how the Cubs really became into a playoff contender a couple of those years. Sandberg was the MVP in 1984, and they went to the National League Championship Series again in 1989. But Ryne Sandberg, just one of the great gentle players in all of Major League Baseball, just so effortlessly good at everything on the baseball field. I mean, pretty close to a five-tool player. He could run, he could hit, he was an incredibly good defender, maybe the best defensive second baseman of all time, and beloved beyond belief in Chicago.
Yeah, and everywhere. Anybody ever met Ryne Sandberg, you had that same feeling and you just had a smile on your face.
Kochanowicz makes the play to first on Jock Peterson. 1 out here in the second inning. And it was the Sandberg game in 1984 that put him on the map. But at the time he retired, he had the most home runs hit by any second baseman in baseball history. A record that was since broken. I mentioned his MVP year in '84, but an all-star many times over. And a guy who brought a whole lot of joy to Wrigleyville, Ryne Sandberg. The Cubs community, they're going to be really going through it over the next week.
When you think about it, the Hall of Fame ceremonies were just yesterday, and then one of the all-time great Hall of Famers, and loved being there for those ceremonies.
Yeah, needless to say, he didn't make an appearance this weekend. Wyatt Langford hits a one-hopper to third as Kevin Newman stashes that and throws out Langford. I mean, it really is. A lot of guys you played with talk about Ricky Henderson in the offseason, and guys that are just part of that lore of baseball players of the past in the 80s and 90s that are starting to be not with us anymore. It is not a good feeling at all to see some of these greats of the game that really aren't that old going now.
Yeah, and you just love every chance you run in just to have those conversations as if you were still in a dugout or on a field going against them. And it's the joy they have talking baseball and being around fans. Boy, this is a crusher here.
2 outs here is Evan Carter.
Played in the All-Star game right here in '89 too.
1989 All-Star game here at Angel Stadium. Sandberg a part of that. Really good Cubs teams that didn't win a World Series, of course, alongside the likes of Andre Dawson and Mark Grace and Greg Maddux and Rick Sutcliffe, and I'm sure those guys having a tough time tonight as well upon hearing this news about Ryne Sandberg. 1 ball, 1 strike on Carter. There's a bunt. Kochanowicz will field that and fire it to first for a quick inning.
If you know luxury, it's not just award-winning, it's rewarding. Saatva Mattresses supports all types of sleepers. Luxury is handcrafted and assembled in American factories and brought directly to you with our complimentary in-home delivery and setup service. Which is why over 90% of customers would recommend Saatva to friends and family. Saatva, luxury mattresses made affordable.
The true West has no fences. There's an edge, but you gotta find it. Find comfort from the traditions that help define it, and the confidence from having the courage to defy it. But being brave isn't about being different. It's about being yourself. Now, we might not need more people in the West, but would it hurt to have a little more West in the people?
Game today going against Jacob deGrom and the Rangers. The Battle of Evermore, Led Zeppelin song. Every pitch is going to be a battle against deGrom. You just got to make sure when you get your pitch, you don't miss it. You make solid contact. You were able to do that last time around just a few weeks ago. He is one incredible pitcher on the mound, but you just got to battle and get that one pitch.
Taylor Ward will lead things off here in the bottom of the second. Jacob deGrom striking out the side in the first inning.
A little contrast of pitchers. You got Jack Kochanowicz with 5 ground ball outs, and you got deGrom striking out the side in the first inning.
Taylor Ward with 24 homers, 77 RBIs, 1 shy of a career high in home runs. 1 ball, 1 strike from deGrom, who's only gone about 6 innings in most of his starts this year. Not really going that deep into games generally. He's had a couple of 7-inning performances. That slider's looking really good tonight. He gets in a situation where he's got the slider and the changeup.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He can't do much about it.
Yeah, usually you're hoping it's tough enough with 2 pitches, but then you mix it into the 3rd pitch.
It's 1-2 on Taylor Ward. There's a drive out to right center field. This one struck well. It's Carter back near the wall, and he makes the catch right in front of the fence.
Smith's hitting that one out.
Jacob deGrom has not been this good or really this healthy since 2019. It's kind of to say he hasn't been as good really isn't fair, because he was good in the times that he did pitch. 2021, he had a 1.08 ERA in 15 starts. He struck out 146 in 92 innings that year, walked 11. He was unbelievably good in 21 and some of 22 as well. But this is the healthiest he's been since 2019. Over 100 innings for the first time since then.
And he's generally is not going to walk many batters. He's going to be around the strike zone.
No balls and a strike on Joe Adell.
I always remember Andy Pettitte used to glare over the glove like that from the left side, and you see that with deGrom as he's looking in for the sign.
I think it's by accident. I think there's a serious intimidation factor there that he is hoping to land with that stare over the top of his mitt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Adell fouls it off, and it's 1-2.
Amazing balance on the pitching rubber also. If you're a pitcher on the Angels side, especially some of the younger guys like a Soriano, and it's just good just to watch that. Soriano has good balance too, but his balance is so good. You want to learn from the best, even as an opponent.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Adell. In deGrom's case, you think about a young pitcher who did just that. Well, Zach Wheeler spent some time with deGrom in New York, and Wheeler had some time injured while deGrom was at the very height of his powers there. And Wheeler took a lot from deGrom. They're very similar. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I was watching MLB Network today. Al Leiter was talking about how good he's been with his son today, Jack, as far as working and getting him better. And he threw an incredible game yesterday.
deGrom has just a 2.50 lifetime ERA. And this is 239th career start. He has the lowest ERA of his era, even lower than Kershaw. Second lowest ERA ever by a New York Met. Only Tom Seaver was better. 3-2. As Adell lifts a fly ball to shallow right. It's Garcia for the second out.
I think it makes him so special. He's not a big guy, but you see his balance he has on the pitching rubber. Now he's able to drive force, keeps the front shoulder in, and drives directly. See that foot, landing foot, pointing right towards his target every time.
Two out, nobody on as Logan O'Hoppe stands in against deGrom. Last time Travis d'Arnaud was catching, and d'Arnaud hit a homer. It's the second time he had done that against deGrom in his career. I asked Travis if he poked a little fun at Jacob for hitting a homer. He said, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dare.
No. Not with 99, and he can paint it anywhere he wants to throw it. So it could be in your numbers.
2 balls, no strikes. d'Arnaud hitting those 2 home runs against deGrom. It's the only catcher that has caught deGrom and homered off him. There's O'Hoppe with a fly ball toward right as well. It's in right center where Garcia moves over. And back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings for deGrom.
We got hands up in the air, 'cause it's a party. We having fun here, 'cause it's a party.
Oh my! This guy is next level. Oh my goodness!
Lots of great baseball coming, and good guess, by the way.
Play baseball like I'm still a young kid, like a little teenager.
Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
What a moment! This is the show that never ends.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan, and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns every game night. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show, live at 5 Eastern on MLB Network. Think you know Kyle Schwarber?
He's not playing lawyer ball. He's looking to do damage and hit home runs. Kyle Schwarber gets it. And that's why, despite not being our prototype, he's one of our very favorite players.
Get in the know with MLB Now on MLB Network.
There's certain players in every lineup that make the lineup go. Speed, power, he is a difference maker.
Ketel Marte, he's done it one more time.
The best second baseman in the game, that's Ketel Marte.
Congratulations to Mike Trout yesterday, collecting his 1,000th career RBI with a home run off of Logan Gilbert yesterday against the Mariners. Also, career home run number 397. Now, of course, yesterday after the game, the Angels took a moment to celebrate Trout and that huge milestone. Staff assistant Tim Buss also took a moment to congratulate Kenley Jansen on collecting his 465th career save. Now, Kenley told me before the game today he didn't really think that that save was that important, so he took that opportunity to speak to the milestone for Mike Trout, talking about how many people even play 10 years in the big leagues and getting 1,000 RBI. That's basically like 100 for 10 years straight. Now, Mike told me he really appreciated the kind words from Kenley. He said, hey, 465, that's up there too, but we have a great group of guys in there pulling for each other, and when guys do some cool things, we celebrate it, and they did yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. That's what I love about Kenley Jansen. He understands the history and the milestones in professional sports, how hard that is to get 1,000 RBIs. When you think about it, the percentage of baseball players that played the game and how many players have done that, it's a little over 1% of baseball players, Major League Baseball players, have had 1,000 RBI. That's incredible.
Josh Young leads off here in the third inning against Jack Kochanowicz. Also in that same vein, you know, when he gets to 400 home runs, well, that's less than 1%. That is another big achievement that Trout is about to pull toward, needing just 3 home runs to get there. And it could happen in this stretch of games where the Angels play at home. As Young gets a bouncer to third, Kevin Newman has that one. A quick throw retires Young. Well, Jack Kochanowicz here has shown back up in the majors after a very brief stint at AAA and has 6 ground ball outs out of his first 7.
And it's a good movement and good spots with his fastball too to be able to get those outs. Fell behind 3-0, worked his way back to 3-1, and got a ground ball and a good sinker lower third.
So 1 out. Here's Jonah Heim, switch hitting catcher, now batting in the number 9 spot for the Rangers. It's an important piece of their World Series team a couple of years ago, and still important for them. He's their everyday catcher. 1 ball, no strikes. Kochanowicz has only thrown a first pitch strike to 2 out of the first 9 hitters, but he's retired everybody but 1. It's back in the zone there with a strike to Heim.
That's a perfect spot, that little sinker there. Take a look at our key player profile and the importance of where he is as far as locating his sinker, especially to be able to go inside on left-handed batters. It's a 125 opponent's batting average, but its middle and outer part 333. Just missed that one before. It was a borderline pitch. Wish we can get back up to the top of the order. This is the guy, even though he has power in Jonah Heim, but you want to make sure you get another pitch in that lower third and see if you get another ground ball.
3 balls and a strike on Heim. And that went in the dirt for ball 4. Goes to the backstop. As Kochanowicz issues a 1-out walk. Both Rangers base runners so far have been on base on balls. And now Josh Smith will be the batter with 1 away.
Smith is a pretty valuable player for this Texas club. He plays all over the field. He's had some pretty good swings this season against the Halos also.
Well, he really made Josh Young expendable. They sent Young to AAA knowing that they had Smith could plug in there. He is really in that kind of Ben Zobrist type of player where he can start every day at a different position.
Yeah, he's a shortstop by trade. We've seen him at third. We've seen him in left field tonight at first base.
Grounded to second base his first time tonight. 1 ball, no strikes, and that's in there from Kochanowicz. Kochanowicz will get the double play balls certainly turned behind him when he's out there. 40 between he and Soriano this year.
Yeah, you got to be ready to go if you're an infielder for the Halos with those two guys on the bump.
1 ball, 1 strike on Smith. A broken bat floater caught by Newman for the second out. Heim at first base, able to get back as that ball wasn't hit very hard after it shattered the bat of Smith.
It's that inside just enough. I mentioned how important it is that lefties to be able to get it inside. This is one of those batters here during the course of the game where if you're Kochanowicz, this is where your focus is extra firm right now.
So 2 away for Seager, grounded out his first time. Ball hard though.
And he always swings at the first pitch generally.
When he did not. 1 ball, no strikes. Seager with 27 straight games reaching base safely. 3rd longest streak by a Ranger in the last 6 years. And he's 15 out of 24 against the Angels this year. That is a .625 average. And here's a wild pitch. Almost now you'd think about just putting him on with first base open.
I would 100% think about that. And if not a call from the dugout, yeah, they're going to walk him.
When he's healthy, he is head and shoulders above the rest of this lineup, even as they've been better lately. And Seager still stands above, and we'll give Kochanowicz a chance to go after Semien instead. Semien walked his first time.
I mean, when you're looking up .625 batting average against a team and what he's done in his career, which is .332, that's covering 238 at bats. You have no choice but to walk him there, even with Semien coming to the dish.
Yeah, that's the right call for the Angels there. Now ball 1 to Semien. Kochanowicz needs to get back in the strike zone. A couple of walks now in the inning and 3 in the night. Well, the 1 intentional. And for as sharp as he's been so far, he has not been in the strike zone much. Only a little more than half of his pitches have been strikes. And now it's 2-0 on Semien, which draws a visit from Ohapi. We've talked about wanting to see Kochanowicz in that attack zone more often.
Yeah, and then with his movement on his pitches, you just got to have some trust in that. Trust that it's not going to stay in middle part of the plate, although it has been on occasion this season. That's why he's been hurt. But you still got to believe in that. And that's what the conversation right now with Logan Ohapi is with him.
Kochanowicz entered this game with a .603 ERA. deGrom's .228. It represents the 2nd largest difference in the ERA of the Angels starter versus the opponents of all time. There's a game in September of 1993 when the Angels played the White Sox, and they had a larger difference in ERA between the 2 starters that game. Semien lines this one to left field. It's Taylor Ward right there. Kochanowicz has matched deGrom so far through 3.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
For the 1,000th time together, welcome into MLB Central.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
That foot's just a kickstand. Bang!
Interviews with the players.
I had a coach that kind of called me an alien. Skinny guy, fast, big head.
And a little bit.
I don't have cologne today.
Open it on your own like a man.
Of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
That starting rotation, it doesn't get better than that.
Dominating night from Logan Gilbert.
Trying to be out there and take the ball as much as I can.
Swing and a miss against Luis Castillo.
It's wipeout stuff. He's a legit ace.
Talk about depth. The Mariners really have.
What a masterpiece from George Kirby.
Just trying to go out there and give my team the best chance to win.
Julio Rodriguez is an absolute superstar out there in center field.
Go my zone, Julio.
Once I go, I just want to have everything ready.
The guy's dangerous.
Julio.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Yeloff on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, every night all season long on MLB.tv. Presented by BetMGM.
The Big A when the Angels host the White Sox this Friday, August 1st. The first 25,000 fans will receive a postcard shirt courtesy of FanDuel Sports Network. Visit angels.com/promotions today.
Lots of kids at the ballpark today. It's back to school before you know it, so enjoying some baseball here during the week.
Luis Rengifo leads things off here in the bottom of the third. Hits it hard and through. A base hit. First one tonight.
And that streak continues, not being no hit. Eric Milton back at the Metrodome.
It's amazing Jacob deGrom has never really flirted with a no-hitter ever at any point in his career. Took a no-hitter, I think, into the 7th inning of a game this year is the longest he's ever gone.
I think when he throws his heart out, if you have the approach as a hitter, just kind of shorten up. He provides so much power to his pitches. It's tough to throw a no-hitter.
Yeah, it always seemed like that. It was somebody who would just get a bat on one and flare it somewhere, and that was it. Here's Campero, who bunts foul behind home plate.
That baseball was only hit 83 miles an hour off the bat.
deGrom retired the first 6 in a row, but he did not get to 27 like Kenny Rogers did against the Angels on this date, 1994. There's Rusty Greer.
By the way, he was a good hitter too, by the way.
Perfecto from Kenny Rogers, one of just the 24 in the history of Major League Baseball.
I don't know why it feels like there's so many left-handers that have done that.
Yeah, Mark Burley's got one.
Dallas Braden.
Forgot about Dallas Braden's. That is always
Kenny Rogers.
Always a shocker when Dallas Braden's name comes up for the perfect game. No balls, 2 strikes on Campero. Pop foul toward the left and out of play.
Dave Wells too, right?
Yeah.
Dave Wells, another lefty.
Games than 4 homer games. Crazy that we've had 2 4-homer games this year. It hasn't been one in 8 years until this season. Nick Kurtz just did it the other day, and Eugenio Suarez earlier this year.
Suarez got hit by a pitch today.
There's strike 3 called to Campero. The X-rays were negative on Suarez's hand after he got hit by a pitch against the Tigers tonight. However, the Diamondbacks still want to get more tests on him.
That's nasty. Paints a slider down and in. A young hitter like Campero, that's one of those ones you're at the mercy of the home plate umpire. It was a sharp break to it, hit his spot.
There's a fly ball left center. Kevin Newman sends it deep. It's Langford back at the wall. It is gone. Kevin Newman says hello, Newman, to Jacob deGrom.
Well, how perfect is it? A former New York Met for Newman. Somewhere Jerry Seinfeld is going, how did that happen? Hello, Newman. And goodbye. Oh, that baseball for Newman.
Yeah, he must have heard that one of Jerry Seinfeld's favorite pitchers. Take that, Jerry.
102 off the bats. Again, he provided the power on that one.
Second homer this year for Newman.
It's like that last game the Halos got that home run from Travis d'Arnaud.
A little bit of an issue for deGrom now. He has gone 5 straight starts giving up a home run. He did not allow a home run the entire month of June. Now in July he's given up 6. The Angels have a 2-0 lead with Zach Neto at the plate. And the Angels hoping that they can sweep this series and make at least some noise to get back up in that wild card picture. 5 out right now with the trade deadline just 3 days away.
This went 409 feet. Little spinner that stayed on the inner half. That's a real solid compact swing for Kevin Newman. Second home run of the year. It's giving him now 11 RBIs. Look at the rock pile area. Not that spectacular, but the rock pile area.
Yeah, it wasn't quite in the spectacular in the area there. Angels in the outfield said, "Did we do that?"
Yes, they did. Never doubt them.
Was that us?
Never doubt them.
DeGrom rallies back to strike out the next guy. There's the home runs allowed by DeGrom here of late. Now Trout.
I think the Angels in the outfield, as that baseball was hit, they just went out there and just started flying with it to get it over the wall.
Well, whatever it takes. Sometimes it's good to be lucky. And lucky to be good. Why is these two guys battled here? Both pretty good. Jacob deGrom against Mike Trout as deGrom steps on. Actually, a pitch timer violation. Two balls, no strikes on Trout, who struck out his first time.
He's dialed up against Trout, though.
Yeah, he seems to be.
I'll tell you, when you're on the mound, you're facing a guy like Mike Trout. You're seeing your best stuff every time as a hitter.
2-2. One of the fifth homer deGrom is allowed to a number 9 hole hitter in his career, and only the second non-pitcher. Josh Rojas hit him last year. Trout is down on strikes for the second time, but it's Kevin Newman ripping a 2-run homer.
I think this is the Phillies' division to win.
Everybody knows their role within the team and are motivated collectively to go after that World Series ring.
Bryce Harper is one of the great faces of our sport.
Great ones do great things when it matters.
Trey Turner, just tools out of his mind.
Trey Turner, mammoth home run.
Zach Wheeler. But this guy has been nothing but sensational since he was signed.
This fan base loves us as a team. I love the city, man. A lot of fun to be able to go in the bank every single day.
They are a complete team. Time to win for the Phillies.
Hey, I'll be home in about 10 minutes. Make it 8.
Mom, stop. It's really fun, I promise. Mom, I don't know what's happening. I gotta go. Go back home. That's my good boy.
There's certain players in every lineup that make the lineup go. Speed, power, he is a difference maker.
Ketel Marte, he's done it one more time.
The best second baseman in the game, that's Ketel Marte.
There goes Corbin.
Just incredible speed. He wants to bury people. He just doesn't want to beat you. He wants to drive you into the ground.
Goodbye, Snakes alive.
They're tearing the cover off the ball.
We play to win. We've played that way all year. I guess this is just another example of that. We know what's in that locker room. We know the heart we have.
Angels have a 2-0 lead thanks to Kevin Newman's 2-run homer off of Jacob deGrom. Now Kochanowicz dials in strike one to Adolis Garcia. Well, we have been visited by.
This looks extremely good.
Crafty Dogs.
Yes.
Located in the first base side food court. They have specialty hot dogs.
This is fantastic.
Goopy's got his hands wrapped around the pepperoni. Is it the pepperoni?
Pepperoni hot dog, yes.
The ground out to third.
Newman.
The pepperoni pizza dog. There's Crafty Dogs. They have specialty hot dogs. And Cali dog, which is bacon wrapped with carne asada and French fries. Pico de gallo. And that the Legends dog is the one I have. That has pulled pork, barbecue sauce, and fried pickles and dinger sauce. I got it because I love dinger sauce. Wow. The pepperoni pizza dog has been taken down by
big crush.
Mark Ubeza. Nice play by Shotwell in a dive, and Jock Peterson won't even bother to make his way to first after that.
That play was Shauna Wow on the defense.
Well, how's the pepperoni dog?
You know what? It's really good. Really, really good.
Mine is so messy. I'm going to hold it up. I can't eat that like a normal person. I'm going to have to cut it. So he yelled at me.
What?
I know. I just said don't yell at me.
No one likes a, no one likes a quitter.
Sure, it's really good. I remember it to give me a hard time. I can't, how could you think of this thing? I'm wearing a suit, for goodness sake. There you go. That's good.
Yeah. That looks good.
It's very good.
You got fried pickle too?
Oh, you want one?
No, I'm good.
I have a fried pickle. You need to eat more vegetables, I'm told.
That's what my daughter says every day.
Good.
By all means, continue on, Wayne.
I'll call the plays when they happen.
Nothing looks better than having this beautiful hot dog there and eating it with a suit on too. It's fantastic.
3-0 on Wyatt Langford. It's ball 4.
Saw a couple times in this game a 2-out walk. Jack Kochanowicz too.
The Rangers have been walked 4 times. They don't have any hits yet against Kochanowicz. Evan Carter with a ground out to the pitcher his first time. Kochanowicz had to field his position a couple of times. Carter's was on a bunt attempt as he looks at a strike. Carter spent some time at AAA this year. Really hasn't taken off the way that everybody thought he would after his great playoff in 2023. He was on the biggest stage in the world as a rookie, and he looked unbelievably good. But since then, he has not been able to follow through on any sort of regular season success.
You can see those hands he has. He's quick hands, though. Got to make a good quality pitch.
This is
like
right
that.
to first, but foul.
It just went foul. For some reason, Wayne, you're laughing at something. I don't know what it is.
Well, everybody's doing exactly what I said not to do, and that's giving me a hard time about cutting my hot dog the way I was.
Well, we were talking about Seinfeld. You remember George Costanza cutting his candy bars with a knife and a fork.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? I'm pro George in that regard. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Change up.
MLB Network podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network podcast, presented by Chevrolet. Available wherever you get your podcasts.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central. Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns, interviews with the players, and a little bit of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
We got hands up in the air, 'cause it's a party. We having fun here, 'cause it's a party. Oh my, this guy is next level. Oh my goodness.
Lots of great baseball coming, and good guess, by the way.
Play baseball like I'm still a young kid, like a little teenager.
Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
No way! What a moment! This is the show that never ends.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
For the 1,000th time together, welcome into MLB Central.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
That foot's just a kickstand. Bang!
Interviews with the players.
I had a coach that kind of called me an alien. Skinny guy, fast, big head.
And a little bit.
I don't have cologne today.
Open it on your own like a man.
Of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
Coors Light beating the pressure as Nolan Shonowell leads off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Shonowell starting to hit the ball more to the opposite field, which is really his MO anyway. It's something that he said he is that type of hitter where he'll spray the ball all over the place, and he's just improved so much this year.
He's great as far as letting the baseball travel in the strike zone. That's why, because he's so good around in the strike zone, he can recognize pitches that are going to be in the zone. He can recognize spin if he lets that ball get deep, and he's able to hit the ball that way. But he will turn on the baseball on occasion, and he's got that power to do so.
1 ball, 1 strike. DeGrom giving up a home run to the number 9 batter, Kevin Newman. It's the 5th time he's ever allowed a homer to a number 9 hitter, although a few of those were pitchers back. Remember when pitchers used to hit? It's not like a relic of the past now. 1 ball, 1 strike. And it's 2-1 on Kochanowicz with Travis Wood, Madison Bumgarner, and Ben Lively all hit homers off of DeGrom as pitchers.
Bumgarner could hit, man. Wow, for a pitcher.
DeGrom can hit. He had some home runs in his day with the Mets too. There's a line drive caught by Simeon.
So far against Jacob deGrom, not waiting around to see pitches. First pitch, slider, both hits. Neto went down and got that one a little below the strike zone, got it through, and then Kevin Newman. That's way out. 409. That would deserve the wow from deGrom on that swing from Newman.
Very impressive from Newman. 1 out as Taylor Ward bats and looks at strike 1. deGrom actually finished with a 204 lifetime average. Not too bad for a pitcher. He had 364 the last year pitchers could hit in 2021. He was 12 for 33.
I still take my chances against a pitcher than like a Harold Baines or a Frank Thomas.
Yes,
I think I take my chances.
Yeah, the American League was a little different world there. He had Edgar Martinez DHing it a lot of his career, and Frank, as you said, 0-2.
David Ortiz.
DeGrom with a 2.50 career ERA. It's the lowest in the major leagues over the last 105 years. Better than some of the greats of all time.
My boy Cake's there, 2.80.
And that's why it begs the question, as Ward fouls one back, is DeGrom one of the greats of all time, and is it enough? Has he pitched enough to warrant Hall of Fame consideration?
I think he's definitely in the conversation. He's won Cy Youngs. He didn't win a ton of games in that, but he's got 94 career wins. But he also has almost 1,800 career punch-outs too.
Maybe he'll get over 2,000 strikeouts. I mean, you look at his peak years, and they are as good as anybody's peak years in the history of baseball. And the wins, you know, that's kind of a byproduct of the era. 2 balls, 2 strikes as Ward chops one foul.
Look at Sandy Koufax, how dominant he was with that 5 or 6 year stretch. There was no one better. And you look at deGrom. You can make a case during that stretch there was no one better than him either.
It is going to be interesting, especially now that pitchers are going to be graded differently. 2-2. As deGrom strikes out Taylor Ward. That's his 6th strikeout today, because, you know, once you clear Verlander, Kershaw, and Scherzer, the 3 obvious Hall of Famers of this era, who are the other starting pitchers that will even merit Hall of Fame consideration from this era? Well, Zach Greinke, but he was a few years back now, but in that same era. He'll get some Hall of Fame consideration. He'll probably get in, to be honest with you. Swing and a miss by Adele. DeGrom has 7 strikeouts tonight, but after that, you know, how are starting pitchers going to be graded? Because you can't grade them the same way that you grade the guys in the past. It's changed too much. There's a line drive base hit for Adele.
That's another hit on a slider. Early in the count. And back to hitting that breaking ball well. For most of the season, Joe Adele's hit breaking balls very, very well. Over the last couple of weeks, though, not as much, but a great swing on that one. It's a 91-mile-an-hour slider, right on the outside corner of the knees, and he lines it for a base hit. It's 103 miles per hour off the bat.
Swing and a miss by O'Hoppe. The Angels with a 2-0 lead here.
ability to be able to have that stuff and still paint makes him that special.
No balls, 2 strikes here on O'Hoppe. One ball, 2 strikes. Garrett Cole, another guy who's racked up a lot of strikeouts. He's pitched more innings than deGrom. A lot more. And has over 2,200 career strikeouts. He'll get some consideration. 153 wins for Cole. Fly ball to right. This should end the inning. Garcia's there.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? Cubs are going to win today.
This is their chance to have another run. This is their time.
This is the Cubs division to lose this year.
They need to be singing the song quite a bit this year.
That's hammered. Kyle Tucker, welcome to the Cubs. Dansby swats it.
He's one of the most talented ball players.
Pete Crow Armstrong, what a stud.
Showed it Imanaga. It's about falling in love with him.
Seiya Suzuki with a grand slam.
This is when you put the pedal to the metal.
I think we got a really good team.
Kansas City's hot.
They are relentless.
And Bobby Witt Jr. is piping hot.
One big swing from the Royal superstar.
The greatest player on earth right now.
You become like a massive, massive force.
Salute indeed to El Capitan.
You have to work more. You have to sacrifice yourself more.
That's the type of baseball that wins come postseason.
Just the team that we have, just doing things one pitch at a time, one inning at a time. It's just so much fun.
The MLB Network podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Scam. Jack Kochanowicz has been that ground ball machine that you want to see from him so far tonight. Some soft contact on the ground. Also changes some speeds. That sinker's been really good. Lower third, able to tie up some right-handed batters and lefties. So far 8 ground ball outs for Kochanowicz through 4 innings.
You notice anything different?
It feels like he's a lot more confident. And this is a huge inning for him here, but you know, when you're getting outs like that, you're going to remain confident, but you just got to go into that attack mode. I think even though he has some walks in this game, he's still in the mindset he's going to get a ground ball. And that means if there's a walk, it could end up being a 2-out ground ball double play.
So it's the 5th inning, and Josh Young leads off. This is batter number 17 against Kochanowicz. Talk about that 3rd time through the order penalty for a lot of pitchers. It hasn't happened that much to Kochanowicz. In fact, when he's gone to the 3rd time around this year, he's been better than the first 2 times around.
By the way, that was a great pitch he just threw there to start off Young on that one. That was a great sinker.
Young grounded out his first time, and he's about to bounce out again. Zach Neto has that. 1 away. Another ground ball out for Kochanowicz. As Jonah Heim will be the batter after we drive around with Hyundai.
Enjoy the new car.
Thank you.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Heim walked his first time, one of 4 walks issued by Kochanowicz, although 1 was intentional. Angels have by far the most intentional walks in the majors issued this year.
That's a good slider there too. He hasn't thrown a ton of breaking balls, but that's a good one. There's a punch out on a changeup.
1 ball, 1 strike. It says here on the video board, Heim has a tattoo of the Buffalo skyline on his left arm. The skyline?
Trying to picture that one.
Yeah, my favorite Jonah Heim video board nugget is that his sister's name is Anna. Anaheim.
I can't clear my mind. We just going through the final stages of Christmas in July here too. Buffalo girl, why'd you come out tonight with George Bailey and Mary?
Buffalo skyline. That's a new one for me. I do like Josh Allen. Here's a foul ball down the right field line.
Oh, he's phenomenal.
Ball 2 strikes.
Down and got that changeup and almost kept it fair.
I mentioned the big difference in the starters' ERAs tonight. deGrom 2.28, Kochanowicz 6.03. And so far it's Kochanowicz that's won the battle. 4 2/3 innings.
That's how you want to run. Credit Logan O'Hoppe for that one right there. He saw that swing on the changeup and then went 4-seam fastball upstairs. Gets the swing and miss after the changeup went down below the strike zone, pulled it, was out in front. That means he might have a chance being late on a fastball, and he was, especially upstairs in that 4-seamer. Good job by Logan O'Hoppe.
Here's Smith with 2 outs, and that's ball 1. That's a line to right, long run for it. Campero chasing, can't reach it. It bounces all the way to the wall. That's the first hit for the Rangers tonight, and it will be a triple for Josh Smith. Campero laid out for it to try to keep this modest no-hit bid intact for Kochanowicz. They couldn't quite get there, and it's 3 bases for Smith.
Yeah, good effort by a guy. That's not necessarily his primary position, but he made a good effort. As a changeup was down, he went down and got it. An intentional walk against Seager. And we talk about how he's always in the fray as far as that offense for Texas, especially against the Angels. Josh Smith.
Yeah, he got pretty close to that.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd have a shot at it either.
If he'd have dove and he kind of slid in, it was on a sliding half slide, half dive. If he'd have dove parallel to the ground, he might have even been closer than that. A good effort by Campero, especially considering that Kochanowicz had not given up a hit until that triple by Josh Smith.
Not a lot of action in the outfield. Just one ball in the outfield so far. There's a lot of action in the infield, so you're not necessarily always on your toes and ready to go if you're in the outfield. Go back to the last 2 pitches of Jonah Heim, which was so effective for Kochanowicz and Logan O'Hoppe, especially. A changeup, he went down and got it, pulled it foul, was out of the strike zone. Then he followed up with a 4-seam fastball, change eye level, and also the velocity of that pitch, running it upstairs. Just a great sequence of those 2 pitches by O'Hoppe with Jack Kochanowicz.
Gets ahead of Simeon with that ground ball foul. Some noise from the Rangers dugout. I think they wanted a balk called on Kochanowicz. Connor Brogdon is up in the Angels bullpen.
Straight off his leg. Trying to think where that balk would have been if they were screaming in the dugout about the pitch before.
Yeah, not sure.
Or it could be just one of those things where you're just trying to distract the pitcher who's throwing the ball well.
Ball 1 strike on Simeon. It's off the plate and low. 2-1.
It's a big pitch right now for Kochanowicz and the Angels.
Rangers only have 1 hit so far with Smith's triple with 2 outs in this inning. Seager intentionally walked. The tying run put on base. Now a ball in the dirt to Simeon makes it 3-1 with Adolis Garcia on deck.
Nice job by O'Hoppe. This changeup knows there's a chance. Most of the changeups today for Kochanowicz have been towards the dirt, and a nice job of squaring up the body, keeping his shoulders level, keeping the glove down also.
to Simeon, loads the bases. Brogdon ready in the bullpen. See what Ray Montgomery wants to do with Adolis Garcia coming up. Barry Enright goes to the mound, so will be Kochanowicz to face Garcia in this big spot. Garcia lined to left his first time.
First pitch always so important with the bases loaded, but Garcia on the first pitch pretty successful. 308 batting average, 12 for 39 and a home run.
Garcia with the bases full here. Bounces the first one foul. There's 6 walks for Kochanowicz, but 2 of them intentional. Go down as a new career high, but with an asterisk.
It's saying who wants to make this play in the infield right now for the Halos.
No balls, 1 strike here on Garcia. Swing and a miss, good fastball.
That had some ride to it. That's Jacob deGrom type ride to that 4-seamer.
Two outs, bases loaded. 2-0 Halos here in the 5th. 0-2. Garcia hits one in the air to right center. Off the end of his bat, Campero comes rushing in, and he's there to make the catch.
What a job.
Oh, he dropped it. The ball was dropped at the end of the play, and we'll see if the Angels get a break here in terms of it being on the transfer. Well, they got to challenge this.
They got to. Yeah, they're going to challenge on the transfer.
Let's see. And he caught it. Looks at it. He kind of did bobble it there. It wasn't much of a transfer. Now, this is going to be an interesting one. I don't think he ever caught it. Look here, it hits off the bottom. He kind of hit it.
Los Angeles challenge and the no catch call on the field.
We'll see how this turns out. You could certainly make the case he never caught it. You could see as he turned the glove, the ball was already falling out. Oh, this would be an absolute backbreaker considering Jack Kochanowicz with just an outstanding effort tonight. He deserved to have this scoreless inning completed, getting Garcia to pop out to shallow right. I don't think this is going to get overturned.
I mean, we're already thinking it's the end of the inning on this play.
Two runs scored on the play. Smith and Seager. Simeon stopped at third base and Garcia made it to second.
After review, the call on this. After review, the call on the field is confirmed. There's no catch. Los Angeles will lose their challenge.
That's a tough one for Kochanowicz.
He made a perfect pitch. Good sequence too.
Now Ray Montgomery will go to the bullpen. That is not the way Jack Kochanowicz deserved to have this one in tonight.
I'm Jesse's uncertainty, and I really thought house projects were my time to shine. One little, are you sure? He gets stuck before he even got started. But Jesse's changed. Because of Thumbtack. With their guides, he knows exactly what to do and who to hire. And his house is looking great. Where does that leave me?
Uncertainty doesn't live here. You do. Take care of your home with Thumbtack. Download the app today.
Never clean your gutters again with LeafGuard. LeafGuard's seamless design keeps leaves, pests, and sediment out while directing water away from your home, preventing wood rot and foundation decay, giving you peace of mind that your home and family are protected from water damage with the industry's premier maintenance-free gutter system. Call 844-6LeafGuard right now for 75% off installation plus $200 off your purchase. LeafGuard, get it today. Protected for life.
Well, the Rangers score a couple of runs here in the top of the fifth on what looked like the final out of the inning. The ball hits the bottom of the mid of Gustavo Campero, comes right out. He never had any possession of it. And the Angels challenged, and they should have. Joe Adell trying to be a leader and making sure Campero doesn't let himself fall apart here, but boy, that is a really rough way for Jack Kochanowicz's night to end. He deserved to have 5 zeros put up here.
But I love what Joe Adell did there. Talk about him being a leader in the outfield. Came right over to Campero there to say this. You know what? You got to clear the mind right away. We got a baseball game to continue to play here.
It's tied now as Jock Peterson takes ball 1 from the new pitcher Brogdon. Kochanowicz did walk 6 in the game, but 2 of them intentional. Only allowed 1 hit. Smith's triple with 2 outs in this inning. It looked like he made the pitch that he needed to end the inning. It went right through the glove of Gustavo Campero in right field.
This is really big for Brogdon right here to get this final out.
Encouraging outing overall for Kochanowicz.
And the old saying, conveniently wild. So no comfort as far as the swings for the Rangers against him. Yeah, you don't want to have those walks, but there was some movement to it and some uncomfortable swings against him.
He didn't get buckled by the pressure of the base runners either. You know, those walks happened, but he didn't lose his poise in the meantime. Angels outfield has not made an error since June 11th. What a rough time for one here as Campero dropped a routine pop fly with the bases loaded. 2 runs scored. 2-2 on Peterson. Here's another pop-up. This one should stay in play. Newman is coming all the way in and he can't get there. Oh, Hoppy never saw it and Newman was too late to get to it.
Well, Hoppy's looking for some help to tell him where to go, where it's at, but there's no way you can point anything at that point as a pitcher to tell him where to go. Where Newman was playing in the infield, he's so far away from that.
See if the Angels can get the 3rd out of this inning for the 3rd time here. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Jock Peterson. Lays off the high fastball. It's 3-2. Texas has been hot. They've won 6 in a row. They've won 12 of their last 15. Angels trying to do the same. And the strikeout of Peterson ends the inning, but a couple of gift runs tied it up.
Want the effects of Viagra, but faster? Meet Rose Sparks. They contain sildenafil and tadalafil, the active ingredients of Viagra and Cialis, but Sparks dissolve under the tongue. Dissolvables work faster than old-school pills. Plus, tadalafil, the active ingredient in Cialis, stays in your system for long-lasting results. Faster acting and long-lasting? We got you. See if Sparks are right for you at ro.co/sparks.
Right this second, at some diner somewhere,
I'll have a...
Someone really wants a soda. But that same someone doesn't want to be like the only someone to order a soda. Embarrassing. Yeah, she's looking at you.
Yeah, I know the struggle is real, honey, but so are all these other...
What if there were a better soda?
Hun, get a Poppy. It's a soda with 5 grams of sugar.
Okay. Okay, so this waitress is a genius.
Can I get one too?
Jacob deGrom now with a 2-2 tie to work with as he takes them out here in the bottom of the 5th. It's the bottom of the order for the Angels. They got their 2 runs in the 3rd. Renifo singled and scored on a home run by Kevin Newman. A couple of runs though for Texas on a dropped fly ball in right field tied the game in the top of this inning. Now back to work against deGrom, who gets Renifo to foul off the first pitch.
Renifo was successful swinging at the first pitch, the first at bat against deGrom. Remember, he had a slider for a base hit. I'll tell you what, Brogdon did a real nice job there. That was huge, picking up the team there, getting that punch out to keep it tied. What a job by Kochanowicz today, though. His stuff was good. You know, you can work on some things. Obviously, the walks. But his stuff was moving all over the place.
Fly ball hit well to left center, but Langford backs up into position and makes the catch. 1 out. Take a look at our Arco top tier play, and really it's just a top tier moment of leadership from Joe Adell.
Yeah, I mean, play this game long enough, there are going to be some odd plays in there. You see right there, Joe Adell and Neto, everyone cut up with the Jack Kochanowicz, what a job he did. And the same thing here now. Very, very important there for Ray Montgomery. Mustafa Cabrera right there, give him a big hug there. He knew it. He made an all-out effort to try to catch that triple.
So here is Campero batting, and here's Erica.
Yeah, as he walked up the steps to head into the on-deck circle, he walked past Ray Montgomery, who tapped him on the chest and looked at him and said, hey, forget about it. Time to move on.
Campero trying to get some back, gets a base hit.
Now that's the beauty of this game. That is the beauty of this game. The tough play, and then it comes up against an all-time great pitcher and gets a base hit. See Joe Adell shaking his head there. There you go. That's his teammates helping him out. You can't feel any worse than he was doing on that play, but what's he do? Get the encouragement from his teammates, and then ropes a single.
A point from Joe Adell.
Keep in mind, good speed at first base, too.
Held by Josh Smith over there as Newman bats again. Newman ripped a 2-run homer off deGrom earlier. No cheapie either, out to left center field.
Yeah, 409. You say he cleaned up that slider.
Campero with a bigger lead now, bouncing around at first.
One thing about deGrom, he just doesn't get rattled at all. Some pitchers would step off or maybe even balk. He's like, all right, whatever.
Just a snarl, a stare, and a 97-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yep.
One of the great snarlers of the modern era, Jacob deGrom. No balls and 2 strikes on Kevin Newman. fouled back. There's more snarlers in your era and previous eras than now, but
yeah, Dave Stewart was all-timer. Roger Clemens had that working too a little bit.
Yes, no question. So straight up bad attitude sometimes with Clemens. Strikeout 99 on the edge of the outside corner.
Hey, remember he hit that slider out.
No sliders that time.
No. Boy, just painted that fastball too at 99. Just love to see Neto right here just be ready to jump on a first pitch.
All one to Neto. Third time now for Neto against deGrom tonight. 2 strikeouts in his first 2 at-bats.
Remember, he struck him out with a changeup. He started him off with a changeup.
And he rips this one to the left field corner. That's a base hit. It bounces to the wall. Comparo's flying around the bases. He gets to third. He's being waved home. The relay from Seager on the way. It's not in time. Comparo scores. A double from Neto. And the Angels have the lead again.
What a swing from Neto. And Comparo went flying around the bases to get that go-ahead run. He's going to get some high fives and some hugs walking into that dugout. Boy, jumped on a 98. How short he was on that one. 20th double of the season for Neto. And he can fly, Comparo. Gets underneath the tag. Just got that hand in. I'm unable to hold on to the baseball anyhow.
Here's Trout. So a lot of guts and determination from Comparo in that inning.
Yes.
After the drop fly ball in the top of the 5th, he comes back out, gets a hit off a future Hall of Famer, at least a guy who's got the stuff for it, and scores all the way from first on a 2-out double from Zach Neto. And Angels recapture the lead.
Thinking for Zach Neto, you're thinking about stealing third, but you're in scoring position for Trout. I think you want to be as still as possible out at second base. I know he's moving around, and Simeon's great with that. That glove hand will throw out there for a pickoff. So I'd stay right where you're at, be as still as possible, give Trout a chance to drive you in.
2 balls, no strikes. It's 3-0.
Boy, Wayne, you got to love this game. I mean, what happened with Comparo? And then what's he do? Base hit, and he scores the go-ahead run. It's the beauty of this game.
And the greatest game. 3 balls, no strikes on Trout.
No, you look at it now, it's twice now the Halos have scored 3 runs in 5 innings pitched for deGrom against the Halos this year. That's pretty impressive.
Mike Maddox will come to the mound with Kochanowicz due up. Only one game where deGrom has given up more than 3 runs this year was April 5th. He allowed 4 against Tampa Bay. But in the time between giving up 3 to the Mariners April 11th, he went 16 straight starts, giving up 2 runs or fewer until the Angels got 3 off from July 7th. They've had 3 against him again here tonight. This has all gotten us hungry again. So here's Jack in the box.
My bonus Jack combo with up to 3 patties, starting at $4.49.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
I think Ralphie ate both of our crafty dogs after we
we gave it our best. It was really good though, by the way. Really good.
Very good. The crafty dogs over on the first base side. The Angels now with a 3-2 lead.
It's the guy you want up here now, Wayne, too.
For 2 tonight. Kochanowicz had a couple of hits yesterday. His 31st multi-hit game this year. It'll be no surprise to find out that Kochanowicz has the most multi-hit games for the Angels over the last 2 years now. One ball, no strikes on Kochanowicz here with 2 on.
That is free and easy. Wow. 98.
Used to do that at 102.
That being said, to shorten up your swing, he's providing the power, make some contact.
2 balls, 1 strike. deGrom frustrated by that last pitch. Angels have 3 runs on 5 hits. deGrom does have 8 strikeouts in this game. It's a bouncing ball softly hit to Simeon, which ends the inning. The Angels get 1 back. Gustavo Campero made his way around after a base hit, and a double by Zach Neto beats the throw home to make it 3-2 Halos.
Ooh, that's a lovely view.
What are you two looking at?
Tip pick.
What did you say?
Tip pick. Tickets to the show with no hidden fees.
Man, these seats.
Right? I wonder how the other guys are doing.
I spent hours finding a deal on these.
Trash. You should have used Game Time. The easiest way to find only the best deals for the best seats with their Game Time picks. What time is it? Game Time.
Jack Kochanowicz tonight, very solid game. Take a look at our StatCast powered by Google Cloud. His 14 outs, 8 on his sinker, 3 on his changeup, 3 on his 4-seam fastball. He got a punch out upstairs on those 4-seamers. A lot of the middle of the plate, but he had some movement. He also, because he was a little bit wild, there wasn't really any comfortable swings against him. We talked about that on the pregame show and even in our opening, how important it is for Jack Kochanowicz to make the hitter at the plate uncomfortable in their approach against him, and he did a great job, just 1 hit allowed.
Pitch there on the changeup by Brogdon. Ahead of Wyatt Langford, 0-2. 2 unearned runs given up by Kochanowicz, just 1 hit. And a much better performance from Kochanowicz tonight than a lot of what we saw over his last handful of outings before going down to the minor leagues. 0-2.
Definitely something he could build on, stuff-wise. Thought he threw a couple of decent changeups in there, but he read a changeup swing from Anaheim, and then he threw a 4-seam fastball and got the punch out. So it's all figuring out those things on the mound, and same thing with Logan O'Hoppe behind the plate.
Langford loops one over the left side into left field down the line for a base hit. So the Rangers come right back here in the 6th inning after the Angels took the lead back in the bottom of the 5th. It's a leadoff double from Langford.
A nice job of bringing his hands in on that changeup. How far in he brings his hands. He loses that top hand on the bat, but still able to keep it fair.
So now Evan Carter 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Brogdon caught it. That's a double play.
Wow, quick as a cat. That is catching a break. Great back up the middle, catches it. When you watch guys doing their fielding drills, and he's the one guy I even said that to Barry Enright, Ray Montgomery, he could field his position well. And that was some quick hands and great presence of mind to spin around right away and get that out at second.
Two big outs after the leadoff double, quickly erased on the next pitch off the bat of Evan Carter. So now the base is empty for Josh Young.
Pretty funny now. Zach Neto has been involved now in a 6-1 out at third, and then a 1-6 double play. Happens all the time, I think, right?
Well, shortstop's always in the action, no question about that. There's a fly ball to left center, hit pretty well by Young, out to the gap, and that is gone. That got out of here in a hurry, and with it, the Angels lead. Game tying home run for Young. It's 3-3.
He's been swinging the bat a lot better of late. That baseball was crushed. 109.2 off the bat. Just after that great play, Texas responds right away. Cutter right down the center of the plate.
Brogdon, after getting the line drive double play on a comebacker, allows the Rangers to come back with that swing. For Young, his second home run since coming back from the minor leagues, and his 10th of the year. Anaheim bounces out to end the inning.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
We got hands up in the air, 'cause it's a party. We having fun here, 'cause it's a party. Oh my, this guy is next level. Oh my goodness.
Lots of great baseball coming, and good guess, by the way.
Play baseball like I'm still a young kid, like a little teenager.
Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
This is the show that never ends.
Did he do it?
Oh my goodness, what a play! An absolute beast unleashed. You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss. Yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing it, never miss it. Back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network. Catch up on all the baseball action with a triple play. Kevin Millar, Ryan Dempster, and Sierra Santos. 3 hosts joined by baseball's biggest stars for the best interview in baseball. Intentional Talk. Weekdays only on MLB Network.
Game and stay to enjoy a post-game Saturday night fireworks show driven by your SoCal Hyundai dealers. It's at angels.com/promotions for more details.
Spider-Man.
Wonder if his spidey sense is telling him that the Angels are going to pull a win out today.
Yes.
It's 3-3 here in the 6th inning. Taylor Ward against Jacob deGrom. Ball 1 from deGrom, who nears 80 pitches, through 86 in his last start. He's not gone above 95 since May 21st. So this probably will be his last inning, I would think. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Still a firm fastball, but down a little bit. Back-to-back 95. Well, I'm sorry, 98.
Of course. The Mariners lead the Mariners lead the A's in Sacramento tonight, 2-0. Josh Naylor has homered and stolen another base. He had 2 more steals yesterday. He's had 4 steals in his first 4 games, a Mariner record. Who would have thought Josh Naylor would set that record?
He was saying that his first day here, saying, you know, he's been really something he's set goals for, stealing bases this season.
He's 15 now after a steal tonight. There's a fly ball left center field. This is hit well. After it is Langford out near the wall. It is gone. Taylor Ward breaks the tie. He ties his own career high in homers, and the Angels are up 4-3.
Center cut fastball blasted. There are the boys out there. Angels in the outfield watching that baseball fly over the wall by Taylor Ward. What a game this is. Seen a little bit of everything. A couple home runs hit off of Jacob deGrom today. 4 runs allowed by deGrom.
And the second time that's happened this year.
That's got some action going now in the bullpen for the Rangers.
25 homers, 78 RBIs for Taylor Ward.
153rd home run for the Halos this season.
Ward having a big boy season in production.
52 extra base hits for Ward. 52.
Angels are with the lead again. Dell could not hold his swing 0-2. 408 feet on that home run. Jacob Webb, the former Angel, warming up.
You have the great changeup.
Seattle and Texas tied for the 3rd wild card spot in the American League. So big game here for the Rangers, and now they're behind thanks to this swing.
Well, right down the middle of the plate, 96, and he had that swing. We talk so often about that swing path for Taylor Ward and that lift. He got some lift on it. 105 off the back on 408. He has a real solid launch angle. 25th home run. Mentioned Wayne tying his career high. And approved by the Angels in the outfield.
The young about to pop up from Adele. Swirls towards Simeon for the first down. The Mariners and Rangers tied for the 3rd wild card spot in the American League. The Red Sox leading Minnesota tonight 4-3. They're in the bottom of the 9th. They're under a rain delay right now trying to finish that game. The Yankees lost tonight, beaten by the Rays 4-2. So Boston could move into the 1st wild card spot if they win tonight. The Yankees would be 2nd. The Mariners and Rangers tied for 3rd, and the Yankees starting to slip away in terms of the playoff picture. Although it remains to be seen how long Judge is out.
That's the point, Wayne. How long Aaron Judge will be out. And if he has to DH when he comes back, at least initially, then where does Stanton get his at bats?
Yeah, he'll have to grab a glove. It looks like if Judge is going to DH, Stanton's going to have to play the outfield a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike on O'Hoppe. Fly to right. This one is hit well. Garcia's back, and he didn't know where it was. The ball lands on the warning track. Garcia lost it, and O'Hoppe has a double.
Where is those Angels in the outfield? They must have been doing their magic.
Yeah, they were spinning Garcia around like a top.
They're making sure this wasn't out too.
The ball landed on the warning track, didn't it?
That's what. It's had some lift to it too. This is a 34-degree launch angle. That might have been out.
I think so.
No. This game is it's had a little bit of everything in here.
What happened to Garcia here?
That landed on the warning track. It skipped up above the yellow line.
So it'll be an automatic double here for O'Hoppe. And Bruce Bochy is on his way toward the mound.
Imagine they might be going a pitching change after that swing. This game is had a little bit of everything.
Got wonky here tonight at Angel Stadium. deGrom with his shoulders slumped on the mound. As he hands the baseball to Bruce Bochy, and the Rangers will go to their bullpen with the Angels up by 1.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play! An absolute beast unleashed. You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss. Yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing and never miss it back. Enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network. some moments are too big to miss.
This place is going wild.
MLB Tonight brings you closer to the biggest plays and reactions from the moments that matter most.
Good to get that win today, but got to keep going.
MLB Tonight, only on MLB Network.
Arguably one of the best pitchers, if not the best pitcher in the game.
At 100 miles an hour, Sandy ties a career high 14 strikeouts.
This guy is a difference maker for the Marlins.
He's a staff ace. He wants to take the ball, man. He has been great.
Sandy Alcantara has thrown a complete game shutout.
It's like if I faced you, you got no respect for me.
No.
Exactly.
Force at the front of the rotations.
The guy that wanted to finish what he starts.
Shutout for Sandy Alcantara. Baseball and FanDuel Sports Network brought to you by your Southern California Lexus dealers. Experience amazing. By Jack in the Box, get more burger for your buck with the new $4.49 bonus Jack combo. And by the OC Healthcare Agency. Navigate to a healthier you at angels.ocnavigator.org. A wacky game is unraveled here at Angel Stadium tonight. Adolis Garcia losing a ball in right field. It landed behind him on the warning track. Kevin Newman's hit a 2-run homer tonight. The Angels with 4 runs off Jacob deGrom, and if Fohapi comes around, would be a season high 5 runs allowed by deGrom. It's Jacob Webb in the game. Rengifo fouls one back.
Rengifo always in that attack mode on the first pitch. All 3 at bats swing at the first pitch at a base hit against deGrom on a slide to first pitch. He was trying to do some damage there on the first pitch. This game is unreal tonight.
Ball's 1 strike on Rengifo. Roller foul pass first.
Webb with a good sweeper. He also will throw a slider, but a plus changeup. Ronald looks a little bit shocked there. Like we all are tonight.
The Angels have some opportunities here in front of them. They're only able to split their 4 games with Seattle. If they can catch Texas, or at least get closer to Texas, that would be important as well with this 3-game series. The Angels have not officially made a stance in terms of buying or selling. 4 games under 500 right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Rengifo.
Staying back on a changeup might be important here now for Rengifo.
2-2. The Tigers got Chris Paddock today from the Twins. So the Tigers try to bolster their starting rotation. Danny Jansen, the catcher, was traded from Tampa Bay to Milwaukee today. So there's been some trades made. And still other teams that are probably waiting until the last minute, and the Angels probably one of them. 3-2 on that one from Webb.
Good takes, a couple in a row for Rengifo. It's about 47% of the time will throw a changeup 3-2 to a lefty. Still can bring that fastball pretty firm though. 95, moving touch at 97.
That ball pelted toward right. Back for it is Garcia, ranging out toward the wall, and it's gone! Home run, Rengifo!
Got a high changeup. Just like that, 3 runs, 2 home runs in the inning. Giffey with his 5th home run of the season. 2 hits on the night. The Angels in the outfield are working their magic somehow. That's a good swing on an elevated changeup.
Angels lead by 3. First homer since June 21st for Rengifo.
Back by the old visiting bullpen mounds. It's good to see Rengifo with a smile on his face. 5 earned runs for deGrom today. 5.
With 7 hits allowed. Another hit for Campero. That's 2 in a row.
So nice to see that one.
The last time Jacob deGrom allowed 5 earned runs and 7 hits in a road game was in May of 2019.
He's now given up 8 earned runs against the Angels this year in 10 1/3.
And the Angels have had deGrom's number in a way that really no one else has this year. Outside of that start against the Rays April 5th. deGrom allowed 4 runs on 8 hits. He had not been touched up like this at any other point this year until tonight. Three runs on 4 hits in the inning. Spectrum's 7th inning stretch not too far away. The Angels have the lead right now. Bullpen is up. Connor Brogdon worked the last inning in the 3rd. Tough. That's Detmers or Burke.
Neither is Quijada. See that recoil when he throws the ball, you know it's Quijada.
Balls and a strike on Newman. We saw Quijada his return to the big leagues the other day. New and improved.
And serious energy too.
Well, that is part of the old Quijada as well.
Campero seems like he wants to try to steal a bag here.
Hurt through 27 pitches in that game yesterday. There goes Campero to the second. He's in there. Stolen base for Gustavo Campero.
Second of the season. Huge jump. Good pitch to go on also. It's a matter of staying on the bag and looked like he did. Kept the foot on the bag. Scoring position for Newman.
Now he's trying for 3rd. The throw there. He's safe.
He's been involved in everything tonight. Talked about how fast he is. He was a catcher with that speed. Going to force the infield in now for the Rangers. Yeah, give it a shot. Steal home.
He's trying to get those 2 runs back that he gave up. He scored 1 last inning. Now he's trying to score another. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Newman. Infield comes in for Texas. And here's a check swing bouncer foul.
That's a nice job just making contact with that one.
Campero was ready to break for the plate on that ball had it stayed in play. The Mets have just taken a 5-1 lead in San Diego. Mark Vientos with a grand slam on Dylan Cease. Continues to have some hard times. 5 walks, 5 runs allowed for Cease tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Newman. Swing and a miss. Big out for Webb.
Looked like he was looking some off speed, whether changeup or sweeper.
Now the batter will be Neto, an RBI double to score Campero last time. Campero made it all the way around from 1st. This time around he's done most of the work already. He's stolen 2nd and 3rd.
And they score a run on a wild pitch. How about that?
See too many guys trying to steal home anymore. Campero will do that here, but he's been feisty on the bases here these last couple of innings. Strike 1 on a breaking ball. Angels have 2 homers and 2 steals in this inning. Something they have not done in a single inning since 2008.
There's that great changeup that Webb has. That was a good year, I think, for the Halos 08. That is amazing, though. 2 home runs, 2 stolen bases in this inning. A little bit of everything in this inning. A fly ball that landed on the warning track.
A swing and a miss for strike 3. Angels do grab the lead back. They homer twice in the inning. Taylor Ward is 25th of the year. And then some insurance from Luis Renipo as the Angels go up 6-3.
This guy is the entire package.
Struck him out. My goodness.
He has a weapon for every hitter.
Good luck. 99.
And what I like most about him, he pitches with an attitude.
They're still on their feet for Postgame.
Everyone wants to watch this guy.
Must-see TV for me.
6'7", top 5 exit velo, #1 arm in the sport.
There's a cruise missile. More fireworks.
He can go out there to center field, relax, and I think this is a 30-30 guy this season.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Premier talent.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns every game night. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show, weekdays on MLB Network.
Arguably one of the best pitchers, if not the best pitcher in the game.
At 100 miles an hour, Sandy ties a career high 14 strikeouts.
This guy is a difference maker for the Marlins.
He's a staff ace. He wants to take the ball, man. He has been great.
Sandy Alcantara has thrown a complete game shutout.
It's like if I faced you, you got no respect for me.
No.
Exactly.
Horse at the front of the rotations.
And the guy that wanted to finish what he starts.
Shutout for Sandy Alcantara.
Time for the 4th bobblehead of the year. The first 25,000 fans in attendance August 22nd against the Cubs will receive a Logan O'Hoppe bobblehead courtesy of Foundation Building Materials. Visit angels.com/promotions today.
That's another solid one.
O'Hoppe will get in his position behind the plate with Jose Quijada back on the mound in the major leagues. I saw Quijada pitch in his first game since returning the other night. Looked pretty good. Velocity was certainly back.
When he comes out of the bullpen, he's 92, 93, and then all of a sudden he amps it up.
He had 3 strikeouts in that inning against the Mariners on Thursday. A more high leverage role here against the Rangers at the top of the order up. Smith, Seager, and Simeon.
Key against this Ranger lineup is you don't want to gift any base runners. You want to be aggressive.
Three balls and a strike. Mentioned that inning where the Angels had 2 homers and 2 steals against the Yankees in September of 2008. The homers came from Sean Rodriguez and Vladimir Guerrero. The 2 steals came from Torrey Hunter. Right in there. It's 3-2. Taylor Ward and Luis Renipo with homers in the 6th inning tonight. It's 2 steals from Gustavo Campero. And a leadoff walk. But the Angels wanted or needed there from Quijada as he enters the game with a 3-run lead. A newly minted lead at that. Here's Seager. Ryan Zephyr-John throwing in the bullpen in case things get haywire here. Zephyr-John quickly gets loose. Seager with 7 straight multi-hit games against the Angels, tied for the all-time record, although no hits here tonight. Batting in the 7th inning, so a little tougher now to get that streak up to 8. Otto only throws 1 pitch.
Tricked him with a changeup that one before. That's what it was. He got, wait, let's check this out.
Tricked himself, it looks like. Now he doesn't know what to throw.
Dangerous hitter for Quijada too, because Corey Seager, as a left-handed batter, is really quick on pitches upstairs.
Ball 2 to Seager. In the air to left, slicing toward the corner, and it is a foul ball.
That's a tremendous opposite field power that Seager has. And a pitch up. Just hook foul.
Just kept slicing away from that foul pole. That's why Quijada pushed it. Two balls, 1 strikeout on Seager. Walked and scored his last time. 2 intentional walks for him tonight. He lines this one towards center. Adele is in and slides and makes the catch.
And that ball was hit hard. He's hit the ball hard twice today. Nothing to show for it. One to Neto, one to Adele. Big out. .105 off the bat. Dell sliding in. Went over the wall yesterday, slides in front of him today.
One out, and now the batter is Semien, who has walked twice. Rangers have walked 7 times tonight. A couple of intentional walks to Seager.
He's rolled into 5 double plays.
Two balls, no strikes here on Semien. Good catch by Joe Adele on that liner off the bat of Seager. Semien lines a base hit. Now the tying run will come to the plate. Semien singles. Garcia will bat. First year's Erica.
Nice catch by Joe. Time now for our Allstate Good Hands replay going back to yesterday's ball game. A robbery off of J.P. Crawford's bat. Joe Adele with this nice catch. He said it's been a blessing to get back there, take a couple away, hoping to do it again. He says he works on it once every couple of series, but the key is an art form, as the Angels will be going to the bullpen on the other side of this break.
Should have used tick pick.
Wait, what'd you say?
Tick pick. Look.
Oh, whoa, dude.
What? There are no hidden fees. What'd you guys think I said?
Oh, tick pick. I thought you said.
Man, these seats.
Right? I wonder how the other guys are doing.
I spent hours finding a deal on these. Trash.
You should have used Game Time. The easiest way to find only the best deals for the best seats with their Game Time picks.
What time is it?
Game Time.
For the Smith family, weeknights are full of activities. But Jim and Janie forgot about the most important one, dinner. But with Home Chef, dinner's never a plot twist. With all the fresh ingredients you need delivered to your door and flavors the whole family will love, your easy 4-serving dinners get rave reviews every night of the week. All thanks to Home Chef's family menu. Get 18 free meals when you visit homechef.com.
John enters the game. Jose Quijada faced his 3-batter minimum on a walk and a base hit. Got Seager out, but on a hard hit ball at that. So now Zephyr will try to cool it off here in the 7th with the Angels up by 3. And Adolis Garcia duet.
Sweeper's been a lot more effective of late.
Garcia hit a fly ball to right field his last time. That included Campero dropping the ball, allowing the 2 unearned runs to score. With charge to Kochanowicz on what was otherwise a very encouraging night for Jack Kochanowicz. 2 balls, no strikes on Garcia.
Big pitch here now for Zephyr.
Double play prone hitter at the plate in Garcia. He's in at 5 this year. This one foul. Garcia hitting at 12 double plays each of the last 2 years. That's certainly in there. Straight to the backstop, almost hit Garcia. It'll be a wild pitch, moving the base runners to 2nd and 3rd.
Got around that cutter. And how that didn't hit him.
3-1 and a pop-up. Neto goes back. He's under it. And he's got it. Big out for Zephyr. 2 away.
Huge. More work to do here with this hitter coming to play. Jock Peterson, throughout his career, he's had some big moments. So you got to make a good quality pitch. Get him out, regardless of what his numbers are.
Needless to say, his numbers are not very good this year. Peterson tonight is 0 for 3. That makes him 16 out of 129 for the year. Batting 124.
That's a good pitch right there.
Peterson last year, his OPS was over 900. So it has been strange, sharp decline from last year to this year for Jock Peterson. With Arizona last year, 1 ball, no strikes. Swings through that, and it's 1-1.
That guy could still run that fastball. Upper 90s, can even touch 100.
Ball, 2 strikes. Peterson, despite his struggles, he does not strike out that much. Early in his career, he used to strike out all the time. He really cut that down quickly. He really punched out 29 times this year in 129 at bats.
Hey, you read that there. He's quick on the breaking ball. You might not want to speed up his bat. Perfect.
That's taken for strike 3.
There it was. He went right to the fastball. Logan O'Hoppy's done a real nice job of recognizing hitters' swings tonight. Called the fastball, got the punch out.
A job by Zephyr. We'll have our Spectrum 7th inning stretch coming in.
I'll give you this brand new
electric vehicle
if you can prove to me you know your finances. How many subscriptions are you paying for?
Just 3.
You sure? Let's download the Rocket Money app right now and see if you're right. It's actually 21 subscriptions, which is costing you around $370 a month.
The app is telling you all this?
Rocket Money shows you all your expenses in one place and even helps you suggest a budget based on your past spending. Don't worry about the 21 subscriptions. You can cancel them right within the app. It'll even try and get you some of your money back.
Third wild card spot in the American League. The Angels 5 behind both. Hoping the A's can help out tonight. Josh Naylor, though, with his first career home run as a Mariner with that blast against the A's in Sacramento. The Mariners have the lead in that one. They're up 3-0 in that game tonight. The Astros lost, though, which certainly helps everyone's case for the division, as Framber Valdez was excellent tonight, struck out 12, reaching 1,000 career strikeouts, but the Astros couldn't score tonight. They've lost 5 consecutive games, and their lead is just 3.5 games now over both Seattle and Texas, as Riley Adams at the go-ahead homer for the Nationals in that game. The Astros have lost 10 of their last 11 in their home ballpark. Hard to believe.
That is so surprising, too. But, Josh Naylor just talking to the guys. They were happy to get him out of town, not doing too much damage against the Halos. Hit a home run up there in Sacramento. But this game right now has been incredible.
Now the Angels have the lead at 6-3. Seen a little bit of everything here tonight.
Yeah, no question about it. Their respective 7th inning stretch. I mean, there's been everything happening here today. Wow.
Here's
we
Mike
need to
Trout.
stretch with all the action today.
Trout will face his former teammate Jacob Webb here. 3 home runs from 400. Oh, he had a good cut at that. 0-1. The Mets taking a 5-1 lead in San Diego. Well, the Padres just scored 5 runs and got the lead back. 6-5. There's something in the air in SoCal tonight.
Yes.
Angels lead here 6-3. Red Sox Twins game still being delayed by rain in the bottom of the 9th. Boston leading 4-3. Ball 1 strike. Brewers beat the Cubs earlier 8-4. Milwaukee jumps back in first. 2 balls 1 strike on Trout, who walked his last time. He has struck out twice.
Ooh, we had another pitch. Wow. That's almost the exact same spot he homered yesterday. It's Logan Gilbert.
Big cut there. 2-2.
Got a couple punch outs last half inning. Webb did on his changeup. Trying to go get Trout to chase that changeup below the strike zone. Again, he might see it again. 3-2.
Full count pitch. And Trout does chase for strike 3. Strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. 1 away in the 7th.
Changeup is such an effective pitch. It always has been. He's got good arm action with it too.
Angels have struck out 11 times tonight, but they also have 6 runs on 9 hits. 3 home runs in this game. Newman, Ward, and Rengifo have all gone deep for this homer happy Halo group. Now 154 home runs as a team.
It's good to see Rengifo jump on that one too, himself getting in the home run party. His 5th of the year. That was a big one. Newman, hello. Off of deGrom, 2-run shot.
On strike on Shallowell, who takes ball 1.
Webb has unreal spin rate on his changeup. Most changeups not a lot of spin, but his changeup is off the chart. America Sr. thought he was going to make that play on that one. Not quite able to get down there and make the play.
He used to make all the plays at one time.
Yes, he did.
Very good second baseman. Two on Kochanowicz. Game 2 of this series tomorrow night. All night games in this series.
This game 1 today?
It'll be Kikuchi against Corbin tomorrow. Corbin's done well against the Angels this year. And then Jose Soriano and Nathan Eovaldi Wednesday night. Never know how the pitching matchups are going to shake out. You know, Kochanowicz outpitched deGrom tonight.
Soriano was unreal last couple times out.
Finally look good at home last time against Seattle. 2-2. And that's ball 3 to Kochanowicz. Interesting week throughout the baseball landscape, certainly. Trade deadline is Thursday. A lot of teams still thinking about where they sit. Angels can make it a little bit more difficult of a decision if they run off a sweep here this week. Kochanowicz out in front, pops this one up. Seager goes out. 2-away. Join your Halos during select games throughout the year for our heritage-themed ticket packages. Each ticket package purchased through angels.com/heritage includes a customized jersey along with a ticket to the game. Fans must purchase through angels.com/heritage to receive their special jersey. 2 out to Near's Ward. Ward with his 25th home run of the year his last time.
Tying a career high. He's along with his 25 doubles and 2 triples.
Home runs. Ward with a career high, tying the mark in that number, and 78 runs batted in, already a career high. Ball 2 strikes. Someone whose name will certainly pop up this week. See where he ends up by the end of the week. Signed through next year here, so good chance that he's wearing that same uniform come Friday. Strikes out here to end the inning.
Never clean your gutters again with LeafGuard. LeafGuard's seamless design keeps leaves, pests, and sediment out while directing water away from your home, preventing wood rot and foundation decay, giving you peace of mind that your home and family are protected from water damage with the industry's premier maintenance-free gutter system. Call 844-6LeafGuard right now for 75% off installation plus $200 off your purchase. LeafGuard, get it today. Protected for life.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns every game night. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show, live at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Angels baseball on FanDuel Sports Network, brought to you by UCI Health. Compassionate expert care for everyone in the region. Learn more at ucihealth.org. And by the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, deals so right it almost feels wrong. Only your SoCal Hyundai dealers. Beautiful night here in Southern California, where the Angels and Rangers open up this 3-game series. Angels got swept in Texas earlier this year. They split a 4-game set here at Angel Stadium earlier this month. Strange to see a team stop here twice in the same month.
That is wild to see that.
Especially now with only 2 trips here, period, for the divisional opponents. So the Rangers making both of their trips to Angel Stadium in the month of July. Wyatt Langford leads off the 8th inning, and there's some wonderment here about the Angels bullpen usage tonight, because typically we'd see Reed Detmers here at some point, although Detmers has pitched 2 of the last 3 days. Maybe that has something to do with it, but we've seen Brogdon, Quijada, and Zephyr-John. We were not expecting to see Brock Burke tonight anyway, because he threw almost 30 pitches yesterday, but Detmers threw only 10.
Yeah. Usually you don't see Zephyr-John go back out too often for that 2nd inning.
For whatever reason, it appears Detmers is not available tonight, although he is down there. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Langford. You have to count everybody's head, make sure everybody's accountable this time of the year. Make sure everyone's present. So Detmer's not being used here, but he is present.
'97 running in. That was a pretty good sweeper the pitch before that Langford didn't go after.
Balls, 2 strikes. That's in there, strike 3.
It's a second punch out looking. Back-to-back batters rated the lower part of the strike zone. That was a strike. '98-mile-an-hour fastball from Zephyr-John.
1 out. Here is Evan Carter.
This is in 3 pitches between his cutter, sweeper, and his fastball.
Zephyr-John has good stuff. Just about being consistent with it, with his location especially. Giving up some homers this year, which have set him back in terms of his ERA.
He was this as good as any pitcher in the game first couple of months of the year. Then he had that little tough stretch. Seemed to be back and rocking and rolling again.
He's allowed 9 home runs, and he's walked 24 hitters in his 39 innings this year, but also has 49 strikeouts. I mean, the stuff is tremendous if he can be consistent with honing it. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Carter. Zephyr-John came up big in that Friday game against the Mariners. The Angels won in extra innings. Carter bloops one toward the left field line. Long run, Taylor Ward ranging, and he won't get it. Base hit. Now a throw to second base. Carter on his way in, and he's safe. Looked like he got the foot in just ahead of the tag of Renifo. The Angels cannot challenge on their own. They can ask for a crew chief review.
Looked like he did get his foot in there, though.
Yeah, that.
Yes.
Renifo just missed the top of the foot there. He had a chance there. See that foot kind of coming up.
Yeah, he just missed on the tag. If he has a glove right down by the bag, he has him.
So this will be a crew chief review.
It should be pretty quick.
Los Angeles challenging the safe call at second base.
I mean, technically they're not. Technically this is supposed to be a crew chief review. Or else the Angels just got a second challenge.
Yeah, he definitely got his foot in there.
After review, the call on the runner at second is safe. Confirmed.
Marvin Hudson is the crew chief.
One.
Marbles in his mouth tonight. He's got to spit those out before he gets that microphone cranked up. Too bad there aren't more challenges. I'd like to hear Marvin just talk a little more. Swing and a miss by Young.
Behind the plate tomorrow night.
No balls and a strike on Josh Young, who hit a home run his last time. He has 9 hits and 21 at bats since coming back from the minor leagues.
That was a rocket he hit out too.
A lot of promise for Josh Young, our first-round pick. Drafted 8th overall in 2019. Was an all-star a couple of years ago when he had his best year. A hard time staying healthy, and this year had a hard time staying in the majors.
Jansen getting warmed up.
Two balls, 2 strikes on Young.
Would be forced to bring him in here in the 8th inning, potentially.
Swing and a miss.
Got him to chase that sweeper.
Young really expanded his zone there. That's why he got sent to AAA in the first place.
He was pretty patient on the first one, 0-2, and that one could not hold up on it. Not quite even close to that outside corner, though. And got him to chase. That's big.
It's 3 strikeouts for Zephyr against 5 batters that he's faced. So 2 outs in this inning. Now Jonah Heim, as Zephyr tries to give the Angels a big lift here, especially on a night where it appears Reed Detmers is not available. Heim fouls one off. Kenley Jansen is available. He's getting ready now in the Angel bullpen. If this inning gets down to Seager, if we'd see Jansen. Ray Montgomery would prefer to just find out how Seager does against Jansen in the 9th inning. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
98, some express now from Zephyr.
Angels have only allowed 5 hits collectively tonight. It's largely been a well-pitched game for them.
.99 on that fastball. Interesting. A quick look in for Zephyr to Ohapi on that swing up and away on a fastball. See if they're on the same page what pitch they want to throw now.
Broken bat fly ball, shallow right center. That's going to get down. Base hit will score a run. Heim just flared it in. That makes it 6-4.
Seen that enough from him over the years. Straight on the handle almost of the bat.
Now, it looks like Ray Montgomery will not wait for Seager to come up. He's going to go to Jansen now. Looks like a potential 4-out save tonight.
San Diego's a dangerous team.
Man, they have enough talent to run the table.
Every game here is like a party. Manny Machado walks it off!
Fans are also playing a part. They're affecting the game.
Fernando Tatis Jr. electric.
The team that we got in there, man, we're ready to compete. We're ready to handle the unfinished business that we have.
The towels flying, the fans going nuts.
Welcome to Slam Diego!
Off Base is in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, all season long, only on MLB Network.
There's certain players in every lineup that make the lineup go. Speed, power, he is a difference maker.
Ketel Marte, he's done it one more time.
The best second baseman in the game, that's Ketel Marte.
There goes Corbin.
Just incredible speed.
He wants to bury people. He just doesn't want to beat you. He wants to drive you into the ground.
They're tearing the cover off the ball.
We play to win. We've played that way all year. I guess this is just another example of that. We know what's in that locker room. We know the heart we have.
What we doing? Game time. Let's go. You know I didn't come here to lose. No, I don't play by the rules. I go hard, I go home. Go hard, go home. You know I didn't come here to lose. No, I don't play by the rules. Go hard, I go home. Go hard, I go home. No, I don't play by the rules. Giving my haters the blues. They hate me cause I never lose. I make them choose. Pull up to the game, no top on it. They gon' know it when I put my name on it. I'ma give it to them, put the blame on it. Let me put some sauce on it.
Kenley Jansen enters here to try to record a 4-out save tonight. But Josh Smith on the first pitch, it's a fly ball to right. It's pretty deep, but Campero's there, and that will end the inning. Well, that's 1 out done, 3 to go for Jansen.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Nissan. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
A star is born, talking about Jackson Churio.
Churio flips the scoreboard with a 4-pointer.
He's coming into his own, right before our eyes.
That truly believe in the presence and the person that Jackson Churio is.
You have to love the versatility he brings. He can play left field, he can play right field.
Youngest player in MLB history to record 20-plus homers, 20-plus stolen bases.
This is the first Brewer that had 2 home runs in a postseason game.
Jackson Churio!
Introducing baseball. Harold and Dad and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Premier talent.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns every game night. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays on MLB Network.
And going back to our Hyundai key for the game today is the Battle of Evermore. It's been a battle all night long. Some ups and downs and some crazy plays. So far, the Halos up by 2. Joe Adell leading off here at bottom of the 8th inning. Whew. It's had a little bit of everything.
Cole Winn is the new pitcher for the Rangers. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Rangers with the best pitching staff in baseball this year. They've all been incredibly good, especially the Rangers starters. But Jacob deGrom tonight allowed 5 runs, a season high. The Rangers have won 6 in a row. 3 outs away from their first loss in a week. Joe Adell expands his zone there. Rangers with a 3.15 team ERA entering tonight. Kansas City is second at 3.49. It's not really close. It's in there to Adell. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Junior Valentine's been pretty consistent behind the plate here today. He's calling pitches that are strikes, even though it's lower part of the strike zone.
Oh, that's a new one.
Yes.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Adell. Junior Valentine, the home plate umpire tonight. He has been quite good back there. Angels have 6 runs on 9 hits, 3 home runs, a couple of doubles as well. Dell punches out. That's the 13th time the Angels have struck out tonight. Even on the night where the strikeouts have piled up, they've still been able to hit the ball with authority at times in this game. Well, Hoppy has one of the doubles. Ball that Adolis Garcia lost in right field in the 6th.
A couple of the home runs were 2-run home runs tonight too. Well, Logan O'Hoppe has been really good behind the plate tonight. He's reading swings from the batters and setting up hitters pretty well with his pitching staff tonight.
Well, the work that he's been putting in to get his defensive positioning to be a lot better. He's made some changes at the plate as well, and that's showing some improvement for him.
Yeah, a lot of his hits have been the right field, right center, even center.
Constant adjustments that these players have to make playing this game every day. Pretty rare when someone has it figured out. They just are so good that they don't have to really adjust much. What they do naturally is just impossible to figure out. But for 99% of the others, they've got to put a lot of work in and adjust almost every day. Whoa, that is way up and in as Wynn throws that one 97 miles an hour.
Especially when you see those last 2 pitches, sliders down like that, you're tracking lower third and below. He runs that fastball up and in.
2-2.
That's a good take after that one. The old up and in, down and away. Splitter.
George Springer got hit in the head by a pitch earlier, although he walked off the field on his own after that. Hoppy bounces one toward third. It's Young stepping in front of it. He's got a strong arm. 2 outs. Enjoy amazing moments by your Halos in 2025 from the comfort of a suite at the Big A. Entertain guests with all-inclusive packages. For more info, call 714-4ANGELS or visit angels.com/suites. Congratulations to the kids in the Arizona Complex League. They won the ACL championship tonight.
Congratulations.
It is the first championship for an Angels minor league affiliate since 2016 when Orem won that year. Angels beat the Giants in the Arizona Complex League Championship Series tonight.
Andy Ramirez's son on that team too.
Two outs as Renifo bats. 2-run homer his last time. Big blow in this game, especially now after Texas scored in the top of the 8th. Those 2 insurance runs off the bat of Renifo loom large now. There's a fly ball straight away, center field, hit well. Carter's all the way back at the wall, and he's got it right up against the fence.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns every game night. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show, live at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Turn on baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning. Experience live baseball in a whole new way with up to 4 games on a single screen.
He is on fire.
MLB Big Inning, every game night on MLB.tv.
I think this is the Phillies' division to win.
Everybody knows their role within the team and are motivated collectively to go after that World Series ring.
Bryce Harper is one of the great faces of our sport.
Great ones do great things when it matters.
Trey Turner, just tools out of his mind.
Trey Turner, mammoth home run.
Zach Wheeler. But this guy has been nothing but sensational since he was signed.
This fan base loves us as a team. I love the city, man. A lot of fun to be able to go in the bank every single day.
They are a complete team. Time to win for the Phillies.
Lead, Kenley Jansen will try to lock it down. And coming up next, Angels Live postgame presented by OC Navigator. Of Jansen's 465 career saves, 45 of them have included at least 4 outs. Trying to make this a 4-out save tonight would be his second this year. His first was against the team that both of these guys won a World Series with together in 2020. When they were with the Dodgers that year, Seager was the World Series MVP, and he leads off this 9th inning against Jansen. Ball 1 from Kenley.
Take a whole lot of first pitches, but he's done that quite a bit tonight.
Well, he's hitless tonight. Maybe that's part of the reason. He's only had 1 hitless game the last 2 seasons against the Angels. 1 ball, 1 strike. Against his former teammate Jansen, he's 1 for 2 with the double. Seager, Semien, and Garcia due up here in the top of the 9th. If anybody gets on, Jock Peterson is 0 for 4. And hitting just about $120 for the year. It's in there, 2-2.
So cutter downstairs. Seager's so used to seeing that cutter, even in the shortstop position, being elevated in the strike zone. That was all over the bottom part.
Jansen got the save yesterday in a quick 9th inning. Looking for a 4-out save today. Two balls, 2 strikes on Seager. Certainly then Jansen would be down tomorrow. If the Angels again do decide to move some players, he would be at the top of the list, you'd think. Well, he doesn't want to be traded.
The sequence of our cutter down, cutter up.
2-2 on Seager. A roller to the right side. Jansen has to cover. Kochanowicz feeds him and gets the out.
Big out there too with Seager.
Angels trying to gain ground in the wild card. Need a big homestand here. 5 back right now. The Red Sox lost tonight. They had a lead in the bottom of the 9th after a rain delay. They gave it up. The Yankees have been sliding, so the 4 top wildcard teams right now are all bunched together. The Yankees, Mariners, Rangers, and Red Sox. With the Rays, Guardians, Royals, Angels, and Twins all trying to catch up. Here's Semien with 1 out. Seager, by the way, 0 for 3 today. If this stays in play, Kochanowicz near the on-deck circle. So is Ohapi, who makes the catch. 2 outs.
Yeah, right on that on-deck circle where there's bats, there's all kinds of gear right by that on-deck circle, and he still made the play. So yes, I saw that one all the way through. He's had a tremendous defensive game tonight.
Jansen has recorded 3 outs already on only 9 pitches. Looking for a 4-out save. He faces Garcia, who swings and misses.
He went through the heart of the lineup yesterday with Seattle. Is trying to do the same thing here with Texas.
And he is still at the top of his game, trying for his 466th career save. Badly wants to stick around for 500. The way he's going this year, if he looks like this again next year, he'll likely get there. Trying for his 19th save of this season. He's only blown one. 0-2, and if I'm not mistaken, that also included an unearned run in the game that he didn't have the blown save. It's been an interesting ball game here tonight. The Angels are a strike away from ending it on their side. Swing and a miss, strike three. Saying goodnight to the Rangers. 4 outs for Kenley Jansen. He notches another save, and the Angels win a funky one tonight, 6-4.
Yeah, so 4-out save with 12 pitches. He's going to say he's going to be available tomorrow. Taylor Ward with a home run. 2-run shot by Renhefo. Some big swings. Newman with a 2-run blast off of Jacob deGrom. And what a game there for Campero. Had that tough play, but ended up having 2 base hits, scored a run, stole 2 bases. That's what makes this game so great, to be able to come back and do those things and help the team win.
It was about as smooth of a 4-out save as I've seen.
Yes.
Kenley Jansen didn't sweat it at all.
No.
They had 3 home runs tonight. The Angels always use the long ball their favor. Tonight, no different.
Oh, anytime you get, hello, Newman going yard. 2-run shot. Yes. Taylor Ward tying his career high with home runs with 25. Give the Halos the lead, and then Luis Renhefo with that big 2-run blast, his 5th of the season. Add-on runs. What a swing. Almost had another one in center field. What a win that was for the Halos tonight. Had a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything.
First loss for Jacob deGrom since May 26th. Gustavo Campero to shake off that drop fly ball in right, but he got those 2 runs. Helped get some of those runs back, scoring a run and having a couple of hits. He's standing by now with Erica Weston.
Gustavo, this was some game for you guys tonight, but how did it feel to be able to come through for your team to contribute to the win tonight after the miscue out there tonight?
It's feel amazing, you know, piggyback that game right now and get that win for this club is amazing.
Joe Adell came over to you immediately, said something to you to help lift you up. What did he say, and what did it mean to you in that moment?
I appreciate my teammates that they pick me up right away after that play, you know, and they bring me energy to play my game, you know. That's amazing. Feel that support from my teammates.
And same in the dugout, a hug from Jack Kochanowicz. Ray Montgomery said, forget about it. You go into the box, get a base hit, Zach Neto scores you. What did it feel like to deliver in that moment as well?
That's the energy we have in this team. You know, everybody support each other, and that's reflect in the game.
What did it feel like to play in this game? It was very entertaining tonight.
I love being here. I love being as an Angel. It's amazing, and we got here for win.
Thanks for the time. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Angels and the Rangers win streak, and the Halo will shine tonight.
How do you explain that? A tough play in the outfield, yet you come through like that. Love this game of baseball.
Well, we'll let the postgame show explain it. Angels win 6-4. We'll be back to wrap it up.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
An absolute beast unleashed.
You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss. Yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing and never miss it back. Enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
The roar is back in Motown. Right now in Major League Baseball, we have a new Tiger King. Tarek Skubal owns this mound.
Look at him walking off the mound. This guy's a nightmare.
This kid's special, doing it all.
Riley Green saves the day.
Does everything on the field, plays great defense, can steal bags.
He's a monster.
If I'm on time, I know my swing is going to be in the best spot possible for me to hit the ball.
Riley Green tears into another one.
That's the Tigers, baby.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Yeloff on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv. Presented by BetMGM.
Mean it. Get so much more.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
6-4, the Angels win the opener against Texas. Game 2 of this series tomorrow night against the Rangers, with our coverage starting at 6 o'clock. Angels Live pregame will be here on FanDuel Sports Network. Coming up next, Angels Live postgame presented by OC Navigator with Patrick O'Neill and Garrett Anderson. For Gooby and Erica, I'm Wayne Randazzo. Say goodnight from Angel Stadium.
The 611 Podcast meets MLB Network. Join longtime teammates and former MVPs Jimmy Rollins and Ryan Howard, plus other former players for unfiltered conversations about baseball, culture, and life. Only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Yeloff on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv. Presented by BetMGM.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
For the 1,000th time together, welcome into MLB Central.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
That foot's just a kickstand. Bang!
Interviews with the players.
I had a coach that kind of called me an alien. Skinny guy, fast, big head.
And a little bit.
I don't have cologne today.
Open it on your own like a man.
Of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
New 2025 Sorrento models.
We welcome you to our Angels Live post-game show presented by the OC Navigator. Kevin Newman going yard. Newman. Surprising blast off of deGrom. Taylor Ward, Renifo, 3 homers for the Halos, a 6-4 victory over the Texas Rangers, and a 4-out save for Kenley Jansen, save number 466. And that's a great bounce back for Gustavo Campero, because you got to feel like the loneliest man on the face of the earth out there in right field when he dropped that ball, leading into Kochanowicz leaving, and Garrett Anderson joins me right now. And listen, you've lived out there for many, many years. I'm not saying you dropped any baseballs like that, but you know clearly what must have been going through his mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I mean, and to start, yes, I have done that in the stadium. I have missed the ball out there. So, you know, you feel bad. It's just a physical mistake. That's all it is. And, you know, you have teammates to pick you up. And I was just happy the way the game ended up.
Yeah, we'll get back to Campero's night in a bit. But to beat deGrom and the Rangers, that's a big victory for the Halos. I don't think many people saw it coming. What did I say in pregame?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure
you don't play him on paper.
Yeah, you don't
play him on
paper.
the field.
And that's why you play the game that night. You know? Well, no, I'm sure they were the underdogs tonight. I mean, you know, you just looking purely on stats and on paper, but at the same time, it's a big league game, and at any time, somebody's going to get you.
Yeah.
And they got him tonight.
It was a lot of fun. It's fun when this Angels team kind of clicks like that. The stadium loved it. So for Kochanowicz, who got the start after 2 straight bullpen games, after he got demoted to AAA, he pitched really well.
He did. He pitched really well. It was a good bounce-back game for him. And the one thing I would just, you know, want to say is that, I just think his fastball command needs to get a little bit better. I think that's really the root of his problem more than anything. If you can't throw your fastball over the plate for strikes in this league, you're not going to be successful at all. So, you know, just a little bit better control with the fastball. It'll set everything else up.
You see some defense being played behind him. Really looked like he was cruising and he was going to get through 5. The way he was pitching, I think he earned himself a spot, another turn. Not that the Angels have a ton of options, but here's this 5th inning. He's still kind of got a no-no going.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he pitched well tonight, and you know, I was very happy with the way he, you know, commanded the zone, you know, and even picking himself up after, you know, giving up hits and whatnot. He still pitched a really good ball game, and it's just unfortunate things like this happen. Like I said, that's just a pure physical mistake. It's not a mental mistake. So for me, physical mistakes, you get a pass from it, you know, but you can't do it again.
Right.
You know, you can do it once, but you can't do it again. So, you know what, I'm just glad the way the game ended up.
A couple of runs come in to score. It was 2-0 at the time. And you saw Joe Adell come over and talk to him. Now, the Angels would challenge this, and they would lose the challenge.
Yeah, I wasn't too crazy about the challenge because it's so early in the game. I think those would be more left to be reserved. But that's why I'm sitting in this chair, and I'm not a manager, so I don't know when those decisions should be made. But fortunately, that things happen. Fortunately, the Angels got the win tonight.
So for you know, just to get back to Gustavo Campero, because I love stories like this when a guy has the resiliency and the mental makeup to shake that off in the hardest game in the world. I mean, baseball is a very tough game, and then he turned around and he kind of won this game in a respect with his play.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is a tough game, and, you know, there's a lot of components that go to this game. But, you know, another element that he has is this, you know, he's trying to, you know, stay on a big league club. So those little things like that, you know, they weigh on him a little bit more. He doesn't have the latitude that some other guys do to make some physical mistakes. So I'm just glad he was able to contribute tonight.
Yeah, you're right. When you're just trying to make a club, you make one mistake. I don't care what the sport is. You might get a ticket right out of town, but then he comes back, gets a base hit.
Yeah, he does get a hit right there.
Just don't get thrown out.
That tells me a lot. I mean, he came up and he wanted to keep playing. He didn't hang his head down. It's very easy to get down on yourself and lose focus during the game, but, you know, it was just a great hustle play on him, scoring from first base, which is, you know, not an easy thing to do.
As Neto with a big double go-ahead run at that point, making it 3-2 after his error cost his team. But then he's not done. In the 6th, he's got more action.
Yeah, just another base hit, clean base hit. Uses his legs. One thing I like is just he's just very aggressive, and tells me a lot what's going on between his ears, that he's just not scared. And, you know, using his legs right here, stealing bases, causing problems. This is what, you know, teams need. You do need speed. You need to put the defense on, you know, on their heels. And he did really well tonight in stealing 2 bases, and 3rd being a hard one to steal.
Man, I just love this guy. After what happened, you just thought, oh, no, nobody wants to be Gustavo Campero. But I think that's a great example for anything in life, right?
Yeah.
You pick yourself up. And you go out there and do that. That was just awesome. I give him the game ball.
Yeah, there's no time to feel sorry for yourself.
No.
I mean, everybody's grown here. Everybody's adults. You know, just keep pushing along and just don't let those little things trip you up.
Really nice young man. Happy for him. Okay, bottom of the 6th, we get some offense. The long ball coming up big here.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, it's huge when you get that instant offense with the long ball, and you know, that's how you separate yourself in the game as far as the lead is concerned. And they did a good job with that tonight.
All right, take a look at what we saw in the 6th. Here's Taylor Ward. I spoke to Taylor after this game. You'll hear that interview coming up in our next segment. 25th home run, which ties a career high for him set last year.
Yeah, I mean, he's having a fabulous year. It seems like it's almost quiet, you know, because you got Mike Trout on your team, but, you know, he's silently putting together a career year for himself.
Wait till you hear the answer when I asked him, how did you win this game? Stay tuned for that. This was a wacky game.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know what happened there. I couldn't believe. I thought it hit the wall. But when I saw the replay, he totally botched that ball.
What? How did he? He didn't.
He got turned around.
Yeah.
He got turned around and just didn't know where it was. And for me, it didn't even look like there was a lot of effort involved.
Jacob Webb comes in, the former Angel, and Luis Renifo says, "Nice to see you again." Great to see that from
It is great to see him. And you know, at that point in the game, that's what those kind of home runs is what seals games.
When you get wins like this and you got the trade deadline coming up Thursday and you think, no, don't break these guys up. You just beat the Texas Rangers. But that's why there's guys upstairs that have to make these tough decisions. We'll take a break, continue to roll on. Lots more coming up. We'll hear from Ray Montgomery after this victory. Also, my interview with Taylor Ward coming up next segment. But listen, Angels win. You win. Enjoy the sweet taste of victory and fries after an Angels win only on the app. Must opt into the rewards at Mickey D's. We'll take a break, come back, continue to roll on here with our Angels live post game. Taylor Ward going yard, a 6-4 victory for the Angels over the Rangers. Stay tuned, much more coming up.
This guy is the entire package.
Struck him out, my goodness.
He has a weapon for every hitter.
Good luck, 99.
And what I like most about him, he pitches with an attitude.
They're still on their feet for Postgame.
Everyone wants to watch this guy.
Must-see TV for me.
6'7", top 5 exit velo, #1 arm in the sport.
There's a cruise missile. More fireworks.
He can go out there to center field, relax, and I think this is a 30-30 guy this season.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Yeloff on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, every night, all season long on MLB.tv. Presented by BetMGM.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
For the 1,000th time together, welcome into MLB Central.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
That foot's just a kickstand. Bang!
Interviews with the players.
I had a coach that kind of called me an alien. Skinny guy, fast, big head.
And a little bit.
I don't have cologne today.
Open it on your own like a man.
Of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
Hyundai vehicles. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer.
Welcome back, everybody, to our Angels Live postgame presented by the OC Healthcare Agency. Navigate to a healthier you at angels.ocnav.org. That's the secret message between Bo Porter and Taylor Ward. They will not divulge what is said. It's between them. That's the 25th home run. Taylor, what was key to the victory tonight?
I mean, I think just score more runs than them. But, no, I mean, I just think the boys played good all-around baseball, and that's what we need to do, you know, just continue to play good defense and score runs, and I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, good one, by the way. One more run than the other team. I get it. Kelly Jansen, 4-out save. That's pretty big.
Love it. Love it. I'm not sure how many of those he has this year, but
this year or all the time?
All the time, he probably has a lot.
Yes,
but, yeah, I mean, but no, it's just good to see. It's always good to get him on the bump, and yeah, usually when he's on the bump, you know, it's a good sign.
Taylor, you just tied a career high in homers. You're leading this team in RBIs, and you guys just beat a really good team. What is it about your season that's going so well for you?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I just think really just getting with Jay Wash and the boys, and you know, just I mean, every day there's something that we're working on. So yeah, just grateful for the opportunity, and yeah, I mean, it's going well.
Keep it going, bud.
Thank you, Pat.
All right, see ya. Thank you. Taylor Ward, all-time great guy, and right now, I know the stock is very high on Taylor Ward, but there's something about this team. They're still in this, and they continue to fight.
Yeah, I mean, this time of year is always a little jittery. You know, it's a business as well. So, you know, they have have to think about the team moving forward, and the business side of it, and those decisions are, left to certain people, and, hope, they'll do fine. They'll do fine.
Yeah, all right, we'll see, but love Taylor Ward, and he's having himself a heck of a year. Kevin Newman gets the start. Yohan Moncada still has problems. He's hit on the hand, and you know what? He helps his team with his second homer, and it's a bomb off deGrom.
Yeah, I'm sure deGrom wants that pitch back. I mean, just a hanging cement mixer out over the plate. The ball didn't really do anything, but speed is bad up, and that's what made the ball go out of the park, just hanging out over the plate. So great job for him taking advantage of that mistake out over the plate.
For a guy that doesn't play a ton, to contribute off the bench or get the starts, these are spot starts. It must feel huge to contribute.
Oh, for sure. When you're not playing every day and you come in and you do something like that off a pitcher like that, it's a huge lift for the team because, he's not counted on to do those things at all. So, and it also sends a signal to the, rest of the team, hey, we may have a chance tonight on this guy.
Yep. Oh, they found a way against deGrom in his past 2 starts. Angels have fared very well, and they put a 5 spot off of a very excellent pitcher. We'll hear from Ray Montgomery in just a bit in our next segment, but we have to share some really sad news in the world of baseball tonight. Everyone is mourning the passing of Sandberg, the star of the Chicago Cubs for 16 years before retiring after the 1997 season, a National League MVP in 1984. In 2024, he announced he'd been diagnosed with prostate cancer. In June of that year, the Cubs unveiled a statue of Sandberg outside of Wrigley Field. Our thoughts tonight are with his wife, Margaret, his 5 children, and 11 grandchildren. Ryne Sandberg was 65 years old.